Hello and welcome everybody out there in Twitch and D&D land to the newest session of the New Embrace campaign. Now, before we jump into the action, as per usual, we have a few short announcements to make, first of which is open slots. If you are into D&D and you want to jump in on any of the fun that we have here, all you have to do is reach out and let me know. I'd be more than happy to integrate you into any of the games that we have slots for. As a notice, our games are pay to play, so just keep that in mind when you contact me. Yeah, I had a couple of issues with that last week where apparently I did not make that perfectly clear during my advertisement, and I apologize for that. So, I will make it clear from now on. We are a pay-to-play community. There we go. Additionally, we have projects that I am working on the side, and I am debating, and I actually want to get some feedback from the players themselves in each of the games. Would you be interested in a live stream of me writing my modules and books? Just for people to jump in on, give their 2 cents, and, like, hang out with?
I think it'd be interesting to see, just your process and everything else.
All right. Well,
it wouldn't have to be something long.
No, I mean, typically speaking, when I start working on it, it's like 2 to 4 hours, like, at a time, because I get burned out from writing really quickly. So 2 to 4 hours is about what I can do.
I think it could be chill. Some chill vibes on it.
I would. Hey, Ogan, how you doing? I mean, yeah, if people want to hang out for it and we have a consistent intrigue for it, I think we could work something out for it. But anyways, yeah, if you are interested in any of the projects I'm working on, all you have to do is ask about it. I'd be more than happy to chit-chat and talk people's ears off about it. And last but not least, we have our medias. If you want to support what we do here, you can go over to Patreon, but if you don't want to go over to Patreon because you might not be able to, all you really have to do is, follow us on our YouTube channel, Twitter, Twitch, all of that fun jazz. If you do that, it does really help us out tremendously. And we start, advertising a bit more and getting more people involved and more intrigue going towards it as well. I mean, it is a community-based game after all. Why not grow the community whenever we can? So, aside from that, I don't think there's anything else I care to talk about. Zen, what happened last time here in New Embrace?
The party woke up in the basement of Luna and Lucifon, a couple residing in the port town they were in. Given the option to help either deal with a issue that the party had found out a bit earlier with the wildlings in the area, with the wildlings of the Wilds of Kelshawn. Yes, Wilds of Kelshawn. The wildlings were raiding the area and saying that they were going to start focusing on civilized areas if they couldn't find out who is stealing the weak from their homes. The party decided that dealing with this was a more easier pursuit than trying to help Lucifon and Luna currently. The party moved to go meet with the Lockheed of the Wildlings, the leaders of the Wildlings, and spoke to their leader, the Cloud Weaver, who oversees the tribe. The Cloud Weaver kind of inspected all of us and gave us a bit of knowledge that we may have not known, such as Rowan being a chosen by Yggdrasil. Also, her daughter is touched by the Moon Slayer. Is that what it was? Ruination.
Yeah,
is
what she's referred to.
Storms. Ruler of Storms. I believe that's what it was. But she then offered us some insight into how we could find them, what they were dealing with more with their people being lost, and we decided that we were going to try and utilize Rowan's connection with Yggdrasil to get an answer. Rowan, with some very nice rolls, was able to speak with Yggdrasil herself and get some information that a group of Gabos were about to be attacked. The party made their way to this location, most of them, the melee fighters, leaving their weapons where they were. The party got to this encampment, circled it a little bit, stayed hidden, And when they were attacked by these spellcasters, the party jumped into action. The slavers had noticed Gabriel, who has a past that may connect with this group. And Solaris recognized one of the slavers themselves. Using some wit and magic, he was able to convince one of them to remember the past and pick up old acquaintances quickly. Because of that, we were able to capture the man and get some information from him. It seems that this assassin was a high student of Selderon Fion. He was a part of a hand-picked select group of elves that were trying to find the old ways of magic to make themselves the superior beings as they rightfully deserved. We found out that they need a certain amount of races to help transcend, and they currently need 2 more kinds, I believe.
3.
But 3. We also learned of a man named Gladwitch, who is potentially the leader of this group. The party, deciding that they need to deal with this, is planning to head to Selderon Fion, which is going to be quite a long trip.
Right. So, you all had some form of a rest last evening. Although for some of you it was a bit more tedious to try finding that solace than you would feel comfortable with. The morning has arrived, as all of you are still inside of this encampment. Your tent flap is opened up for you, where you see standing there is the daughter once again. She looks around. Do you all have any plans? Good morning. Do you all have any plans for today?
Did your grandmother find out anything more from the assassin?
No. Nothing more.
I guess our plans depend on if any action is needed further here.
Well, you still have a finite amount of days to be sure that we will not go to war against society.
I believe it was said that you all would wait if you got information properly. No?
Yes, and we still do not have any proper information other than what you told us. We don't know the whereabouts of this organization, the name of this organization, or the overall goal. Solaris did not share anything that he stole from their mind.
I don't think any of it was shared. Yeah. I was trying to remember. Did he share it with me, like with us?
I don't know.
Am I present? Am I
Yes,
present with the conversation?
Yes, everyone else is waking up and you're just finishing your morning book.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah. I relinquish any information that I learned from that man's mind.
To everybody?
Yeah, everybody.
Hey. Well, it would appear that we need to aim our forces much further away towards Werdentop. However, if you can give us more specific direction, it could make things simpler.
Well, we need more information ourselves.
I think possibly hitting this from 2 sides could be good, though. Weldentop seems to be the outreached hand for whatever might be going on at Selderon Fion. Keep things away from where it potentially could be.
Yes, it seems like this Darkened Society. Or no, was it the Darkened Society, or was that something else?
Darkened Society, I believe, was with Luna and
Luna and Lucifan's quarrel is with the
yeah,
Dark.
the ones
Okay,
that,
yeah. I have the two names right on top of each other, but it seems like this Glad Witch wants to perform some kind of extraplanar ritual to gain power for his elven kin.
Also, they are using Solaris. When you described that symbol,
Yes.
do you know whose symbol that is?
I do. No one here. Has anyone here heard of Baphomet?
Yes, extensively.
Everybody else, no.
Well, it seems that this is the extraplanar entity that this Glad Witch wishes to, I don't know, communicate with.
Which is strange for such an intelligent being to trust such a thing.
Yes, it fascinates me that they are so interested in the Demon Lord of Beasts. I question why they chose him above all else.
Maybe it's something that he views us all as beasts.
Possibly.
Something poetic in sacrificing beasts to the Beast King.
Or desperation.
Possibly. All I know is that I would like to know more.
Do you have connections to Sutter and Fionn, do you not?
I do.
Well, I think that could be the best idea. I think you all taking Weldon Top and doing what you do best. And we'll head to the south.
Ready. Well then. Do you
If
need
the
any...
group's alright with that.
I have no objections to it. We just need to make preparations for me and you, Kothar.
Oh, because of how we look.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I forgot that's an issue now, isn't it?
Unfortunately.
That's an issue in Seldarine Fionn, is monstrous races?
Yeah,
Okay.
very big issue.
Yes. All
Okay,
of
yeah,
the
that was out of
hypocrisy... Yeah, no problem. I'll just go over it for everybody. All of the hypocrisy and all of the stereotypes that people subscribe to and that entire ideology is from Seldaron Fionn. It is a very high-class, noble type of city where there is no urchins that live there, officially. There is no poor. There is no anything other than the standard best way of living in life, quote unquote. And as such, they are very, very mistrusting and disrespectful towards monstrous races. They are also the basis and closest large settlement to the Blades of Light's official outpost as well. Meaning
How far away is the city?
Seldarin Fionn?
Yeah.
Not terribly far away. Walking distance, it'll take you around 3 weeks. If you get yourself a boat to travel you along to the docks, that'll bring you there. It'll take you at most a week to get to the docks and then go over there as well.
Oh, is it overseas? I thought we just...
No, it's along the coast. You might be able to notice that most locations that are major are closer to the edges of coast.
Can you pull up the map? All I'm getting is the goblin.
Yes, here we go. So yeah. It should only take you roughly a week, considering all of you are in this area, to get over to Faith Forest. And from Faith Forest, they can ship you all the way down here, which, despite the gap in land, is connected to Selder and Fion. And travel through this territory is the easiest in all of the land.
What about by horse and wagon?
Horse and wagon, you're looking at 3 weeks, maybe longer.
Didn't we purchase a horse and wagon?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
We did, yeah.
Yep,
You did.
with an exotic saddle.
Yep.
Yes.
The entire reason N remembers.
Yes.
How long was
Because got to make it fancy.
How long was the deadline before they attack?
Now 29 days. Or 28 days.
So,
Our only real choice is to go and then sail.
good. So that's 1 week.
Week of travel plus boat would come to about the time it would take you to get there. Assuming that there's nothing to disturb you along the way.
I'm just wondering, we're going to go there, try to deal with this issue, and then get word back to them before they attack?
Well, did the information we give them help at all with minimizing what they're doing?
Oh yes, now their focus is on Weldon Top.
Yes. So
That's fine.
I think the final plan of when we left the conversation was that they were going to attack Weldon Top now while we look into this problem at Silver and Fion.
And honestly, I'm okay with them attacking Woden Top comparative to attacking a smaller village with
Yeah, so is Gabriel.
smaller town.
Yes. I do not believe that the entire town of Weldon Top is to blame.
No.
However, trying to stop this horde of angry Goliaths is not really on my list.
They're not
I think
mindless.
our best bet is to go and try to find information in Selderon Fion and bring it back. I think that's because we're not going to stop someone who is that angry anyway. So the best we could do is try to use that time to give them the true perpetrators.
Well, they'll also
Yes.
keep them busy.
Absolutely. And maybe we can bring more information back that will keep them from causing any more damage beyond that.
But
However, we should still make haste.
yes, how are we going to get there?
Well, we have a carriage. It might be a bit slower, but we could also take a boat. But then we have a useless carriage that we just have to leave here.
You can pay more to bring vessels like that with you on ships.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a
Alright.
fairly common thing.
full service.
It's just, it is considerably more expensive, but it gets stored there, that's all.
Right, okay.
A boat.
I haven't
To-
been on the waters.
Like
in a
what
while.
we paddled in?
No, it'd probably be a bit larger. I assume it's like, is it like a sail, a ship, or is it like a ferry, or?
They do have ferries, although most of the time, if you need a larger group of people to be tended to for that far of a distance, you're looking at an actual sailing cargo type ship.
Right, all right.
A large vessel. And you know it's not terribly expensive. It is expensive, but I mean, it's cheaper than teleporting.
Yes.
Well, I say we should probably head out, and if everyone's ready, we should have
And,
fairly soon.
and
I'd like to talk to the leader first. Is she awake? I asked the granddaughter.
She should be going to sleep in a moment, but if you hurry, you should catch her.
Sleep?
She was awake all night.
Oh.
Yes.
Never mind. I'm good. Thank you.
Well, if you need to speak to her, you just need to hurry.
I don't want. If she hasn't had any sleep, I don't want to bother her.
That is a good call. So, you all have your vessels. Your weapons and such. She snaps her finger, and two of the Goliaths come walking in and distribute your weapons out to each of you.
Thank you.
Of course.
And Rowan,
Yeah.
on the way, we need to find mint.
Like the plant?
Yes.
We could probably keep our eyes peeled. I bet we could find some mint.
Okay. Because I've traveled by ship a few times. I get seasick, and I don't know about anybody else, but the mint will help.
Understood.
Hey, Gerald, would Rowan know where mint is? Like where to look and stuff on the way?
You would have a rough idea. So you'll be able to make a survival check while traveling if you would like.
Got it.
Okay, so you all gather your things and head out.
Yes, I'm all ready. Before we head out, Solaris would take the time to set up a ritual casting for Unseen Servant.
Okay.
To help carry belongings and other things along the journey.
That is very helpful. Says Anne, who's carrying like the most.
Yeah, so there's just like this invisible thing holding up some of the bags, and so there's just like floating bags kind of walking along.
Alrighty. So you're gonna have to keep ritually casting it over and over again, but you'll get there, no problem.
Yeah.
You all begin standing and getting yourself situated, and as you are moving forward, Kothar, she stops you. Did the Batir give you that spear?
They did.
Well,
She did. Yes.
that is
don't-
quite an honor.
I don't know what it means, but
It is a Batir spear.
a Batir spear.
It is
Don't know.
a very valuable relic that they've kept in their possession for many years to assist with hunting.
Not a very good hunt.
Somebody who is of a keen mind and sense towards it is capable of having it returned to them after they throw it.
What?
Yes.
I'm gonna throw it.
Give me an attack roll with it.
Gable dodges back out of the way so he doesn't get hit and kind of frowns at Kothar.
Okay.
21.
It goes sailing over the wall, far away. Did you acquaint yourself with it yet, or did you acquaint yourself with it?
I've been holding on to it for quite a while, yeah.
I don't think you did.
Did I give it its name? My name? No.
You might want to go back and get that.
Gable shakes his head and sighs and says, "Beefcake, fetch!"
Goes shooting off.
Did we see where it went, or did it go out of eyesight?
You know the direction, but not how far.
If Rowan turned into a wolf, would she be able to smell where it is and fetch it like a dog?
More than
Is
likely.
Beefcake
Oh, Beefcake is on his way. Try it.
Yeah.
Oh, beefcake. Okay.
Yeah, Beefcake can certainly try. But, okay, how long do you plan on waiting for Beefcake? As you send him out into the wilderness inside of a territorial-based jungle that everybody's hunting in.
Oh boy.
Now that Gable thinks about that, he decides to follow right away. Beefcake, return!
He's just a Pokemon now.
You're gonna
All
have
right.
to go out there and get him. You're gonna have to go out there and get him.
Well, yeah, Gable is heading out.
Alrighty.
All right. Rowan just turns into a wolf.
And Gable mutters something
Hey.
under his breath about a damn kobold.
And then,
So. Yeah.
can I smell it?
Roll a survival check. 15. You find Beefcake fairly quickly, and then the spear takes you another 15, 20 minutes or so, but you do end up getting it within an hour.
Okay.
It's
I pick it
alright.
I pick it up in my mouth like a dog and just start trotting back.
So, after about 30 minutes or so, both of them retrieve your stick and bring it back to you.
Beefcake's kind of dejected, and I just rub him. It's alright, Beefcake. You're more important than the kobold spear.
Would Rowan be offended if in like scratch the ear whenever she's a wolf?
Nope.
Okay. Ear scritches.
Does Rowan drop it, or is she gonna be one of those dogs that you have to like rip it out of her mouth?
Well, did you say drop it?
I'm not gonna treat you like a dog.
Yeah, she drops it.
I don't think Kothar would treat you like a dog. Drop. Do it.
Yeah.
Beefcake like hits the ground, and Gable just looks at him and shakes his head. Don't listen to him.
Play dead.
Which one are you talking to, Beefcake or Rowan?
Beefcake.
Alrighty. Beefcake just looks at you and blinks.
Gabriel just looks at you and blinks.
Picks up spear, walks off. Just walking to the cart.
This is gonna be so entertaining.
And just thanks Ruination for her.
She nods her head. So, you all continue on your journey now. Kothar, you are aware that certain items require you to focus upon them for a period of time before you learn their magical potential.
I'll attune to it.
There we go.
I didn't know it was attunement based before.
It is a standard. Well, I tried saying that without using that word. It is a standard spear. No plus, no minus, no nothing. However, as a bonus action, you can have it return to your hand as long as there is a direct line or path between you and it.
Okay, alright. So it doesn't have to be a straight line, but it can be...
A direct line, yes. Without
Okay,
something...
alright.
Direct. So if there's a
Gotcha.
tree between you and it'll hit the tree and stop. Buildings won't happen, but...
Yep.
So...
Cool.
Now you have a good hunting spear at your disposal. Now, as you all begin traveling, looking at the map, what path do you wish to take? Feel free to draw on this map, by the way.
We are going... Which docks did you say we had to go to? The Faith Forest?
Faith Forest
Or
would be the one,
Tanglewood?
yes. Tanglewoods you do not have access to from your current position.
Okay. We are currently at
Would-
Thule.
Would In know the usual trade routes through here?
Roll me a history. We'll find out.
Rowan, is there anything on our Harry Potter map that might say anything?
Let me look. Do I see anything of interest, Jiro?
The map that you have is very specific to this location and not very much further. N, it is common for Umbridge to be the waypoint between Faith Forest and Weldon Top for people to do their trading through. However, you're not terribly familiar with the quickest way to get to and fro, especially considering your current position right in here.
Hey, Jiro,
Yes.
are there rivers connecting these lakes that we would boat along, or do we have to paddle in portage?
Which lakes? Can you ping it for me?
Wait, what'd you say?
Which lakes can you ping it for me? Hold down your left click. Okay. You are not currently in this location. You are where Thule is, right here.
Oh, okay. So
Yes.
here and then over here.
There would not be... Roll me a survival check, actually, using the map. Looking at the map, there does appear to be a section of it that has a fairly sizable looking creek or pathway leading out to the Tangle Woods. It does pass through the treacherous mountains in that territory as well. And that entire area is grayed out on the map, which is supposed to be representative of people don't typically go there. Now, before we go any further, I do have an announcement to make, as I just found out about it myself. TPK, a fantastic book and module that I utilize all the time, is going to be dropping their Kickstarter tomorrow. So I just added it to the overlay, and I gave us a little command as well if anybody is interested. Any DMs out there, highly recommended. Fantastic book, and the designer is incredible. So, sorry, continue.
All right.
I'm not the best
Honestly,
with direction. We could.
If we can figure out the most traveled way, I think that would be the safest and the quickest.
Well, we have a map itself of the air, like the entire area, because we have the Harry Potter map that's specific, and then we have a map of the entire area. Correct.
Correct. And there is a small pathway connecting the two together. However, it is trudging through the territory that is known for being completely inhospitable to travelers that travel through it. You can certainly try, is my answer.
Yeah. And that's where? Which portion? If you clicked on the map, Jer?
Around this area.
Okay. Yeah. I was
That's
assuming
when you're
that
crossing
was-
into, the Badlands.
So if we go to the top and then head down.
Well, that is if you want to travel that pathway. Rowan, you would also realize that there's probably a good path from here and directly up as well. Based off of what the map looks like, there's probably even roads that have been constructed from so much use of that territory.
Roads are good.
We'd be lost without Rowan, honestly. I don't think I could travel in these conditions, but
I'm a master map reader.
Apparently.
Just not very good at rowing.
Hey.
Was there anything you
Good.
wrote badly on?
Everything.
Hey, map reading though, you've been fantastic.
Thank you. Well,
And-
there is a nearly straight shot, as straight of a shot as we can get from the landscape anyway, that is a semi-road. That might be the best bet.
I'm voting for the roads. I think it's the safest way, and if we need help, there's going to be other people there.
So we're going to Faith Forest and then the watered down, yes?
Fine by me.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. I'm assuming
can
you've
we
been
purchase
traveling.
any food? Yeah. Could we have purchased any food from them before we left? Or did we purchase food?
I don't know if you all purchased food while you were at the port town. However, you can trade for food with them. They're not interested in gold.
Or we
I'm
can
pretty sure. Didn't we get? I thought we got some rations or something.
I mean, I have 10 rations, so...
No, I meant like when we got the cart, but I can't remember specifically. So.
We got like 2 weeks worth of rations for the horses, which I forgot to put in there, so I'm going to put that in there.
And if
we
you
can
have
eat those in an emergency.
True. Not to mention, you are in very lush territory where people could spend and allocate time to hunting. It'll slow your progress a little bit, unless somebody has a specific ability that allows them to do that. Or if somebody has a bullshit spell called Goodberry, those as well. It's your call.
What?
That's true. We do have constant supply of good berry.
Yeah.
Whoa, you have to ask. You don't
Well,
just
of
demand, Druid, bury me. Because they can.
Of course. You know Solaris will be as polite as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah. 2 classes in the game you don't want to piss off before level 20. Barbarian and Druid. At level 20, one class in the game you don't want to piss off. Druid.
Unlimited
Hey, I
wild
get-
shape.
Yeah,
I
that's
get 4
scary.
free ASIs.
Woo.
Actually, 8, but...
Okay, so as you all begin traveling, who's leading the top of the actual carriage? Just so I know order. And who's keeping watch?
Solaris will keep watch.
Okay.
He likes to watch things.
That's not ominous or anything.
I see how the way I said that could have come off as ominous.
Yeah, In is not the person to lead this group through the forest.
I can lead. I'll lead. Let me
Alright.
give it a crack.
Roll animal handling.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, perfectly average roll means you did very well.
I didn't get pooped on this time.
Yes. You lead through the area very easily with your horses, and you are leading through a very nice, calming pathway for all of them, keeping them, still and nice and at a constant pace as to not exhaust them. Being conscientious of when they need to stop to use the bathroom, stop to eat, all of the good stuff that allows the travel actually to be minutely faster than if you use them as beasts of burden and force them to march, because then they become tired more quickly. Now, as you are all doing that, night is rolling around. What's everybody's sleeping order?
Is it still cold?
No, it is not. The lower down inside this territory you've gotten, actually, I should probably re-up my description of where you're at. The forestation is slowly beginning to fade into more of an open plains with thick, heavy fields of wheat surrounding you. Some of them are marked off with a wire fencing of sorts that would discern that this is somebody's private property out here who lives in this area, so be respectful of that. But it has been getting much warmer as you are moving over towards a coastal location. It's still not like, bathing suit weather yet, but you're no longer seeing your breath in front of your face as you're moving.
Do we want to just set it up on the board how we're going to do?
That would be very easy for me, yes.
Okay.
So,
Cable
Our,
takes first
our
watch.
sleeping order?
yes, sleeping order. Gabriel,
Okay.
what did you say?
Yeah.
I'll take first watch.
All right, so Gabriel is first watch. Everybody move to the right of Gabriel in the order of watches.
I think that Solaris should always just sleep first, or do his meditation first, and then like he can take the watch,
Yeah.
or we can just do a rotation. It doesn't matter to me, but I think that since he only needs like 4 hours, he can just be
Yeah,
like,
it does make
Up.
it easier too doing that, having him being there, and then we have
So-
our two with each other. We have two on the ones prior to Solaris. That way we can keep each other awake.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You want 2 people to watch before Solaris at all
So
times.
no, we have two groups. Like
Yes.
2 groups, yeah. So Rowan and N, if they want to do one
That'll
or
work.
join.
2 at a time, you mean?
Yes.
And then
Ronan,
Solaris
you
is
wanna
just by
join me?
himself.
With Thune or Thule.
So what you're saying
Yep.
is pair up.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Mhm.
Okay. So what are the
Ronan, you wanna
pairs?
join me?
Is it
What?
N and Gabriel? Rowan and Gabriel? Anyone joining Gabriel?
In has shit perception, so I think being with Rowan would probably be the best idea.
All right. So I take that as you saying no. So
Yeah.
we have a confirmation. Cool. There we go. So if N and Rowan are a pair, that would make Kothar and Gabriel a pair. And then Solaris and Thule take up the very end of it.
In thinks that they need to have some time to work things out.
Sure.
Ready to be woken up.
There are
Ben.
2 people in this party capable of charm person. It's okay.
So, first watch is coming around, and you found a pretty decent location to set yourselves up, and this is just the first evening. Kothar and Gabriel, while the other 3 are starting to situate themselves. Solaris has already crossed his legs and gone into his meditative stance, and no sound comes from him. The 2 of you are sitting outside. Are you utilizing a fire just for a little bit more warmth?
Sure.
Do the 2 of you wish to do anything during your watch?
Kothar, are you any good at scanning?
No.
Okay, thank you. Then Gable throws the twig into the fire and doesn't say anything else.
I
Gabriel,
know where
what
that
happened
conversation
back
is
there?
going.
Yeah, dark. But anyways,
Gabriel, what happened yesterday?
You mean when I froze up?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I didn't recognize that guy, but he had some of the markings and moves of slavers, which I'm quite aware of.
I understand you're aware of them, but it seems this is something that has a very high impact on your life. That's worrisome. It's probably best we're heading down to where we're going, but just if it, don't want it to. If it's something that's going to be a common occurrence or something that's going to be affecting the party, we should probably know about it.
I was
Especially
not
since we're all depending upon each other.
Gable's eyes. Yeah, I was not expecting that reaction. There are a few people who I wouldn't have been surprised if I reacted that way, but not just a generic slaver.
Well, I'm not sure what happened, but Sounds like you've had yourself a bit of a shitty past. But, yeah.
It wasn't all shitty, but a good portion of it, especially more recently, has been.
Oh, it's been shitty recently.
Recently, as in the last 7 years, maybe. I mean, I wasn't born a slave. I was born to two very good parents.
Are your parents still alive?
No, they were killed
Ah.
at the same time that I was taken into slavery. It makes the matter weigh on me heavier.
Kothar's like trying to figure out what to say. 'Cause he's just like shit.
Anyway,
This was part of the plan.
if you happen to spot a good Skinner, can you let me know?
I think you could talk to Rowan about that. She might be decent.
Oh, let's see. I'll ask her when she wakes.
Maybe she can do it while she's on her watch. Yeah.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. By the way, Gabriel, you know N pretty well, yeah?
Yeah, we got to know each other pretty well in Umbridge.
Right.
After I moved there,
Have they ever talked about their heritage?
if they have, then you would have to ask them. I don't reveal confidences.
No, Gabe
mean-
would know that N had no clue and expressed no desire to even know.
I think he was more coming from a stance of it's not his place to say.
Ah, gotcha.
Am I correct in that assumption?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Plus, I wasn't
That's-
quite completely clear on that, so I figured.
Yeah.
Escape.
Because I'd say for even a tiefling in themselves, it's interesting traits to have. You know, like hooves, and you don't see that as often.
True. She's on, yeah. But as far as her lineage, as far as their lineage, I know she's got they. I know they have a good. Well, what was I going to say? They have a good family life with their father and brothers.
Oh, I'm not speaking on that. I meant more.
The other side, yeah.
Because usually it's linked back to something. But I won't talk about it anymore. I don't want to. Something that I think Anne has expressed, not knowing, but I wasn't sure if maybe she had stated something. They had stated something to you prior.
We'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, best talk to her, but I don't think she.
Them.
Hey.
Best talk to them, but I don't think they know that much their selves.
Yeah. And Kothar is just gonna wait till the shift ends, and that's it for his
Alright.
conversation.
Then I need a perception check from the two of you.
Perception.
Don't worry, what's the worst that could happen?
TPK.
Yeah, it's not so bad. Okay. Your shifts go by unnoticed. In time, you both reach over and wake up Rowan and N.
Gable pulls Rowan aside real quick.
Rowan yawns and stretches a little bit. What's up?
Quick question. Do you know, are you any good at skinning?
I've never. I mean, I've collected animals for pelts, but I've never actually done the skinning. Did you catch something, or what's going on?
No, if you don't know how, all's good. We didn't spot anything during our shift. It seems pretty quiet so far. And hopefully you have a equally uneventful night. Then Gabriel just goes to try to sleep.
Alrighty. Now, the two of you are awake. Is there anything you would like to do? Hello, Cat.
She says hi.
Yeah. We heard.
So that was someone's stomach.
It's fine.
Um,
Go ahead. I heard someone say and the other went oh. So, would the two of you like to do anything tonight?
Sure. Anne would sit down by the fire and Rowan, can I ask you if I could just braid your hair? Would that be all right? Because I have wanted to since we met. It's beautiful, and I like having something to do with my hands.
I will let you do one braid. You get one braid. And then you have to tell me one thing about yourself that no one knows.
Ooh.
A braid for a secret.
You know what? That's fair.
Oh shit.
Friendship.
I'm curious. What is something N knows that nobody knows? That
That's
N
right.
hasn't shared? This will be interesting.
Okay.
It is-
So Anne does one braid, but it's like very elaborate. It's almost like a waterfall over the side.
Give a dexterity check, see how well it happens.
Oh my god! If I get a knot, and if I get a knot,
Natural one.
Just a general.
Roll initiative. Yeah, general dexterity.
17. Oh wait, no, I did a
Okay.
dexterity save. Never
It's the
mind.
same for.
Oh yeah, I'm not
for
proficient.
you,
so
there's
it's the
no
same.
difference, so yeah, it's fine. I mean, it's a braid. It looks very natural. We'll say that you just ended up doing a French braid anyways, because, why not? It's good.
Sure.
Yeah, there you go. So.
thank you.
You're
Very
welcome.
nice.
And it helps me not be so worried about things.
Yeah. What are you worried about?
Gabriel and Kothar.
What is there tension there or something?
Yeah, it's just too much dick swinging.
Okay. Well, there. Yeah.
What do you expect? The man wears a loincloth.
Very free.
Which one? Both of them do.
One has a loincloth, the other has a banana hammock. Let's get this straight, okay?
I have leather pants. It might be fairly revealing, but
Yeah, I can see that. I think they're both very strong-headed, maybe. I don't know if that's the right word, but
Yeah, that's certainly it. Stubborn, all that kind of thing. I don't know. Like I've usually traveled alone. You know, I can be the life of the party, but I haven't had a lot of really close friends in a long time, so it's kind of unsettling to watch them fight all the time.
you and Gabriel are pretty close, right?
Yeah, I'd say that he's probably even my best friend, you know, but I don't know. He's been through some troubled times, and I think that's part of why he does the things that he does, but it just concerns me that might be clouding his judgment, and I don't want him to hold that against Kothar, and I don't want Kothar to not understand where Gabe's coming from. One of the few things that I'm actually good at is reading a room, and I don't want them to butt heads the whole time.
Well, I mean, you don't think they actually have a real problem with each other, do you? I mean, I just imagine dick swinging is like this extracurricular kind of posturing activity that men do. I mean, they could be dick swinging for the fun of it or the entertainment value.
I would have seen that beforehand, but yesterday really, I don't know. I don't want another argument like yesterday.
What happened? Did they have an argument yesterday and I just missed it?
Yeah, they were in the tent arguing about whether or not we should have given over that person to be tortured.
I feel like I was there and I just tuned it out. Well, I don't know. I think that, I mean, obviously we don't know each other that well, but I feel like they seem like decent guys, and I think maybe they just have different ways of looking at things and different priorities. Not that that's bad, but I feel like these things have a way of kind of settling out. I mean, I feel like the dust will settle eventually, and I feel like it'll be fine. I mean, hopefully.
I think it will. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I met Kothar when you did, but Gabe's got a good heart. I mean, he tries. Kothar, I don't know. I think he does. I'm just considering the fact that he's been willing to share as much information about his past as he has.
Yeah. So, between the two of them, who do you think's the stronger one?
You're trying to get me in trouble.
Well, I'm just saying, if the two of them, like, arm wrestled, or, mud wrestled, I'm just wondering who you think would win.
Don't put that image in my head, Rowan.
We're slowly realizing who the pervert of the group is. The druid.
You'd think it was the bard, but
Right?
it's not.
Or maybe even the paladin. I mean, fuck, okay.
Listen, I've been in the woods for a long time, okay?
he's not a pervert. That's just the way he was raised.
Yeah, Yeah, no, you're not. Like, aside from Solaris, you are the most mild-mannered.
Which is, considering that you walk
Terrifying.
around naked everywhere, that's kind of the...
Yeah. By the way, Hocus, Donut says he likes your hair.
Oh, thank you. Wait. Rowan, don't put that image in my head, okay? We're all sharing a wagon. It's been a little while. Don't put that image in my head.
It's been a
Okay,
while.
well, I'm just saying, if it ever gets really boring, I feel like maybe they'd be willing to at least arm wrestle, just to, settle the score.
That could do it. I think having a, like a weekly thing to get their macho issues out would be...
Yes. And then afterwards, we can tell them they both did a really great job.
We could. I like where this is going.
Positive reinforcement. Jeez.
Exactly.
So, as a side note, Solaris, you've been semi-conscious this entire time to both conversations,
Oh yeah.
but I would like the two of you to roll perception checks.
Oh, we still have to get to the secret.
Mhm.
Okay, that's a change of plans. Percentile dice decide what happens, not me.
Oh no.
What?
So, as the two of you are having your nice little conversation, were you going to ask N that question, like, personal thing to talk about? Like,
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Anne, I got distracted by the mud wrestling. Tell
Same.
me secret.
Something I haven't told anybody else. My name, my real full name is based on a poem.
What poem?
I can't remember the name of it, but there's two particular lines in it. That when my birth mother abandoned me on my father's doorstep, there was that those two lines on there.
I see. Are you happy that your name's based on the two lines of that particular poem?
It's, I don't know. To be honest with you, it's not something I share a lot. It's
My bad.
I don't know. I feel like there's a weird connotation with it, especially given my inclination towards being a little carefree. But just it's kind of something I am a little embarrassed about. Especially, I have no problem being a tiefling, but being a tiefling with a virtue name makes me feel a little, I don't know, stereotypical.
Oh. Well, I don't know, for what it's worth, I like your name. And, I feel like it's yours and you can make it whatever you want to make it to you, I don't know if that makes sense, but
It does. That's why I shortened it, because anyone could spell it any way they like, and I'm not exactly always one thing at any point either. So it felt very natural.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing that, and I love my braid.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you for letting me work through my stuff.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. While the two of you are having your nice little powwow for the evening, you notice something happening. Along the road, not terribly far away from either of you, there's a small cart being pulled. Very, very late into the evening. It's a very odd occasion for that to happen. The cart itself seems to have a short nest-like canopy over the top of it, and in front of it is being pulled by this sultry-looking man. Blue skin with sleeked back hair and two horns hooked on either side of him, stretching upwards. And his hair is a crimson red, just streaking all the way back as he's just holding the cart and walking down the road. Not terribly far from where all of you are.
And you see that guy?
Yeah.
What do you think he's doing out here?
That's a really good question. I have no idea.
Go talk to him. Go say hey. Just see what he's doing. I'll come with you, but
Okay. And it takes a second to stretch and kind of like get themselves back together, and kind of walks out to the road. It's a bit late to be traveling, isn't it?
The individual
Rowan.
turns towards you. Yeah, Rowan?
I was gonna say Rowan saunters up behind him, kind of peeking around him.
All right. The individual turns their head towards you, and you notice they have like a choker necklace with tiny skulls all around it, encasing them, as well as a wide open shirt that shows like a very CrossFit build to the body, and pants that sit very low on the hips as well as they look at you. It is a little late, isn't it? What are you doing?
We're just camping.
Camping? Out here? Oh. Well, I suppose this is a road. Pretty reasonable. Okay, that sounds great. Where are y'all heading?
Rowan just looks at En. Big eyes.
Brutal. Damn it. Just we're headed to the docks in Faith Forest.
Is that terribly far from here?
Not very.
Oh. Well, shoot, I might have to go check that place out then. What's happening over there? Is there like a party? Is it like just pretty interesting? Like good crowd, good people, anything?
I heard there's a rave.
You see like they get a sparkle in their eye when you say that, and there's like a silhouette of light surrounding them now? Really?
Well, I don't know. That's what I heard.
That sounds... Oh, that is phenomenal!
Where are you
And
headed?
Oh, I'm just wandering.
What,
insight check.
Go for it.
I don't have a clue.
This is happening a little bit away from your encampment since you like moved off the side of the road to sleep. Gabriel, you're sleeping. There's no real you're knocked out. Solaris is an elf. Elves are bullshit. That's just how that works. Yeah, you have no idea. The individual does go. But anyways, what are the two of you doing? Like, just are you by yourselves? Like, you should at least have a party with you. It's really dangerous to walk around out here by yourself.
We could say the same for you.
Oh, I'm not alone. I'm fine.
Who's in your cart?
Oh, nobody's in my cart, silly. That'd be ridiculous. No,
Well-
that's all my wares.
Well, who's with you?
Oh, Watsy.
Who's that? Are you guys dating or?
Snaps their finger, and Rowan, you feel a weight on your shoulder, and you look over to like a blue-skinned imp. Just, hey,
Hey.
Watsy, come here. Just flies over and like perches right onto his shoulder. Yes, Watsy. See, I got cover.
Well, nice to meet you, Watsy. Did you tell us your name?
No, I didn't. My name's Ignatius.
I'm sorry, what's your name?
Ignatius.
Okay.
I typed it out for you.
Well, it's a pleasure. My name is In.
Anne. Oh, that's a nice name. What's it mean?
I'm sorry?
What's it mean?
What's it mean?
Well,
It's,
yeah, all of
uh,
our names mean something.
And In just like looks over at Rowan like, let's just have this conversation. Well, I mean, I do have a virtue name, but I don't go by it.
Oh, really? Are you like fighting against mom or dad or whichever one it would be?
Mom, yeah.
Ah, that's understandable. I don't really see eye to eye with my pops either. It's fine.
Gotcha.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
why I split
it can-
half my name.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's short for In is short for it, but you know.
You do
But
you.
yeah,
That's all you.
exactly. Yeah, you know, we have to kind of make our own, you know.
Yeah. They kind of like just like perch up the cart and just very quickly like lift themselves up and sit on it and cross their legs. Incredibly feminine in nature, just staring at the two of you. Yeah. Very lovely evening too. You know, I like how like breezy and chill it is right now.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
So you said you had wares in your cart. What do you sell?
Oh, oddities. Anything I can pick up on the way. Weary travelers sell me things. I think they look interesting. People try jumping me. I kill them. I take their goods. I resell it. You know, whatever I can do.
Oh, you know, the usual business.
Yeah, honest living.
What's the weirdest object you have for sale?
Well, if I told you what it was... Uh-oh, camera just went dark.
Ah, sorry.
Fine. Nope, it isn't.
I had to
Nope, 1 second.
charge my phone and switch out headphones.
Second. All right. Rowan, try turning your camera back on if you would like.
Okay.
Sorry,
Sorry.
I had to swap out and so I could charge my phone.
It's no problem. I wasn't ready for that to happen, or else I would
I
have
wasn't
already
either.
put them all the way up there. But
It
yes.
says I can't
Sorry.
start it because you stopped it.
Oh well, that's rude. There you go. Now
Oh,
try.
there we go. Oh, hi.
There we are. Cool. Now the two of you are
Sorry.
swapped. I'll fix it. It's good. It's good. But anyways, what was? Yes, if I told you what it was, it would have to be censored for like most shows.
Wait, censored for what?
Inappropriate activity.
But you could like tell us what it is, right?
Oh, of course I could.
Can I mean, I'm kind of interested.
Okay.
What is it?
Are you asking to see my wares?
I mean, I'm asking first to hear about the ware that you were talking about.
Oh. It's this nice set of manacles. They're called manners. Yeah.
Is there anything special about them, or are they just
Yeah,
standard?
you don't even have to put them on somebody. You just throw it at them, and then, they have to dodge it.
Are they battle manacles?
I mean, I'm sure they could be used for that, too.
Super useful.
Do you want to see? Do you want to see what they do?
Yeah.
Rowan could go after Lucifon.
Yo, that is no.
Throw 'em on
Don't
Luna.
that activity on this channel. Consent is king. All right. But anyways, he snaps his finger. Watsy, go get manners. Pulls out a small ball, brings it over, and goes, see? Throws it directly at you, Rowan. Manners. Give me a deck save.
Oh God. Okay. Bring it on.
18. You actually managed to dodge out of the way as the ball expands into this wide set of chains and grips that all go shooting towards you. You just dodge out of the way and it shrinks back down into its ball. Oh, well, you're not supposed to dodge it if you want to see it work.
I panicked. I didn't know what was happening.
I
You can
told
do
you
it
I was
again.
going to show you. No, I can't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it only works once.
Panicked.
So, what was supposed to happen?
So it would have completely restrained you and tied you into yourself and put a clasp over your mouth to stop you from speaking and a clasp over your eyes to stop you from seeing. And each of the components can be individually relinquished as well as you want.
How much is that?
Oh, I'm pretty sure I could part with this one for 5,000 gold.
Did you?
Oh Lord.
I mean that. Yeah, I
It's a
don't want
rare
to.
item.
Yeah, I don't want to seem. I don't want to seem rude, but I mean, are they used?
Oh, of course. Not daily, but I mean, they used to be.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I don't have 5,000 gold,
That's reasonable. Neither do I.
but I'm really interested in these, and I'm wondering if you might be willing to trade or do something for an extreme discount.
Sure. Do you have anything for trade?
Yes,
What?
a wooden shield.
What does it
That-
do?
That it doesn't do anything, but it's the significance of it that's key.
How
It
pretty is it? Is it
Well-
ornate wood? Ooh, is it red wood? Shadow wood? Ooh.
Well, so it's just like your standard wood, but it's not. Here's the thing: looks aren't everything.
Excuse me?
I said it. Okay, so
They stare at you with perfect cat eyes, eyeliner already painted on their face, and glitter on their skin.
well, I mean, okay. And can you help me? I really want these manacle things.
And they look over at you, and in Infernal goes, "Can you believe this woman? Seriously, looks aren't everything? What the hell do you think they're thinking about?"
In will answer, and Infernal will be like, she has lived on her own for a while, so still getting
Oh.
used to being around people. a
You
lot.
need to teach her the right way of things, okay?
We're working on it. You see this?
Gosh.
She maintained her hair very well.
That was me. I'm working on it.
Oh, good job, good job.
But
So you
what's
just-
going? Did you get a discount in? What's going on?
I'm trying. And winks at Rowan.
Okay.
Maybe we could
yeah.
provide services.
Woo, woo.
Someone could provide services. um. Sorry.
Oh, God.
I crack myself up.
Yeah, somebody
yeah,
has
really.
to.
Um, I don't think I'm trying to think of anyone else if we could even contribute to that, but.
I mean, I know it's a steep price, but like, seriously, the person I had to kill to get it off of was really difficult to get done. And I got it appraised back when I was over in Deep Yard, and they told me it was that valuable. So of course I'm going to sell it at that. Actually,
of course.
They told me it was closer to 7,000, but let's be realistic. Nobody's going to pay that much gold for this.
Right. Are there any services you need help with that, I mean, we could provide? Here's the thing. We got some pretty muscular guys. If you need something heavy lifted, they'll lift it for you.
No, most things I need to lift, I can do myself.
Okay. Yeah, you seem pretty fit.
I mean, sure. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's a really good diet. Called a protein diet.
I heard diet's like 80% of fitness.
Really?
Yeah. I read that on a scroll.
And the other 20% is just walking everywhere, I guess. All right.
I guess.
That explains things for me. I have a sweet tooth.
Oh, sweets are fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I have a lot of other really fun things as well, if that's out of your price range. Maybe something more within your limitations. I mean, how much do you have? If you feel comfortable sharing that, I know I'm still a stranger, so.
Actually, if you have magical items,
yes.
Let me see if we've got anyone else who's interested in those.
Oh, you do have companions.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. I'm gonna send Watsy with you just to make sure you're not gonna try to like kill me or something like that. So.
Let me check one thing real quick. What is the range on message?
100 feet. You could definitely hit them from this distance. I think the computer decided to nope out.
Whose computer?
N.
Oh.
She was using her phone for the camera.
Yeah, that would do it then if the thing fell out. All right. So while we wait for N to get back, how about we go ahead and take our break? Just make it easier. All right.
Okay.
We'll be right back, everybody. All right, everybody, we are back. Now, sorry about that little delay. We had some technical difficulties. Now we're back on the ropes. And you were messaging probably Solaris, since he's the one who's actually awake, or somebody else. Okay. What do you say?
We have run into a magic items salesman out here. Do you want to wake everybody and see what they want?
Sure. Be right there.
Alrighty.
And hasn't left talking with.
Now, Solaris, you've been watching this whole time, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Roll me a history check, please. Alright, somebody's background, I can hear your TV. Okay, there we go. Where'd we get? 21. You recognize this tiefling. Though you've only heard about his shop, you've never actually been a customer inside of it. He runs and operates a very successful magic sales shop that apparently has gone traveling for some reason. Called The Big Scroll. Actually, no, that's a lame name for him. Instead, the name of the shop is going to be Taboos and Voodoos.
All right.
Taboos and voodoo.
And how did you spell his name again?
Ignatius. It should still be in chat, just above the deck save.
Oh.
There as well at the bottom of chat. But yeah, you wake up everybody else. I assume all three of you are going to go look at the spectacle of Ignatius.
I'm going.
What? A salesman in Anne? Seriously? Middle of the night?
Yes.
Gabriel gets up really quickly, grabs his sword, and runs over to them.
All right, you break into the clearing wearing nothing but your sword.
No! He doesn't do that when he's out. In the
you don't sleep
wilderness.
naked when you're traveling, just when you're in a home.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
okay.
fine. It's your character.
At least out of his armor, though.
Well, no, you don't sleep in armor.
Yeah, so I said out of the armor.
Yeah. So you run up wearing your common clothes, and you all look at this blue-skinned tiefling, legs crossed up there, and goes, "Oh, hi."
Gabriel looks over to Anne. Can I roll insight on the guy?
I mean, you could roll an insight to discern that he is sitting there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have to have an interaction before you get a feel for somebody.
Quite true. I mean, Gable can figure out that he's different.
So wait, 1 second. Kothar, you refuse to wake up?
I'm having a great dream.
Okay, cool. So go
Gable,
ahead.
I just let him do his thing.
Yes, Gabriel?
Gable takes in the scene and tries to trot up and jump up onto the cart next to him. And, hey, my name's Gabe.
Right, as soon as you get closer to the cart, he holds his hand up. Can't touch the goods first.
Okay. Gabe holds out his hands. He's kind of matching the guy's mannerisms.
Mannerisms.
What-
I understand.
What's going up, guys?
Oh, your friends are just interested in a few items that I have for sale. If any of you are interested in them, I just need to know your spending range, and then I can give you my ledger. No problem.
I have.
What kind of items?
All sorts.
I have 6 platinum pieces. What can you
Oh.
offer?
Not very much, no.
I assume so. Do you sell any scrolls, spell scrolls?
I do have spell scrolls, yes.
Oh, wonderful. Which do you have? What kinds?
I have a loot box.
A what?
A loot box.
Please explain this to me. I don't think I've heard of this.
So, what happens is you pay a finite amount of gold, and you get to randomly select without using any magic beforehand, and trust me, I can tell. And then you get to just pick out a scroll. Sometimes you get a scroll that's really worth the value, and other times you get one that's a little less valuable, but I mean, it's still fun.
I'm willing to take that risk.
That's
Fantastic.
awesome.
200 gold to start.
Shit. Well, it was a pleasure.
So we got more gold combined. What kind of things do you sell?
Oh, all manner of oddities and random effects and items like that. I mean, I pick up whatever I can find on the road or anybody that I have to kill to get it from them. Only when they come after me first, though, you know.
Can we take a close look? I mean, we might not have enough for right now, but we're a intrepid group.
Before I tell you what to roll, are you trying to be deceitful?
Well, I mean, no.
Okay.
He's just trying to get in the guy's good graces and.
Then roll persuasion. 19. Fine. Watsy, you watch them very closely. If any of them do anything, just blow them up, okay? You see the imp just goes, uh-huh. Good. Now, he goes over to the side and kind of just, like, flicks and turns over the corner of the canopy that then cascades off and reveals the cart in its fullest, which is about 10 feet tall underneath that canopy, stretching out very wide, and filled with all manners of odd and end-looking items that seem to be rotating on a carousel on 3 different tiers. Most of which are just jewelry and niceties like that, and some of them are actual weapons and armament.
Gable leans down close to Anne and whispers, "Keep in control of yourself, please."
This is incredible. It's like it is like a kid in a candy shop right now. Just like, this is amazing.
Are there any swords like this one that would be better for me if I had the gold and stuff?
What kind of sword?
It's a long sword, I think. I look over here.
Roll me a D100.
Ooh.
99. Yes, actually, we have a handful of them. Fairly interesting as well.
Such as?
So we have this one. He reaches up to the top shelf and like pulls it out from underneath, and you notice the pommel at the end of it has like a flickering flame type of substance to it that is solidified as a metal, but it looks like a fire. And the very center of the blade, all the way up to the top, has a red line. This is called a flame tongue. Okay, so what you do with it is swoosh, and you watch as fire moves with the blade.
Gable just looks enamored.
Do you have
awesome.
to say swoosh?
I mean, it adds pizzazz, so why wouldn't you?
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
And then he puts it back up and anchors it to the top. As far as other ones go, I do have a simple one that's, I mean, I say simple. He pulls it down and it's very ornate, ostentatious, and he like pulls out a piece of parchment and just cuts directly through it.
That first one, is it doing extra damage or it just looks pretty?
Fire hurts most people, yes.
Gable kind of grunts his teeth and then try quite true. What about
Are you
armor?
interested in it? It's only about 900 gold.
Ooh, interesting.
Would you be interested in a trade?
A trade of what? Don't
It goes
offer me
into-
that thing again. Just I don't want that shield.
In bag about the wand of conducting.
The wand of conducting.
Mm-hmm.
You move forward. You show the wand, and he takes it and immediately notices what it is. Oh, we used to sell these out of the goodie shop out front all the time. The kids always loved it. I mean, I'll buy it off of you, no problem, but you're not going to get that pretty of a penny off of it. You know, I have to resell everything.
Of course. I mean, I'm pretty familiar with the merchant life. My father's one, so.
Oh, fantastic! What merchant? What group does he belong to? Any guilds?
Gable's just trying to be as attractive to the guy as possible doing all this.
Do a performance check.
Oh, my father's Uranus Syed,
Ouch.
just in the background, like.
You begin flexing, and you actually like pull a muscle on accident because you didn't stretch this morning. So you're like, okay, maybe okay, okay.
point of healing into that.
Yeah. Just need a stretch, that's all. You'll be fine. Wait, who is he?
Uranus Syed.
Uranus Syed. Oh!
Out of Umbridge.
Out of Claimstead, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he does a lot of trading in that. Yeah, we actually never did any trading together back in the day.
Yeah, it's been a while, but he's been out of Umbridge. Kind of adds. He's a bit of a midway point between that and the larger cities.
Oh yeah, I'm fully aware of it. Yeah, they just they never wanted to set up a contract with magic sellers for some reason. Apparently, it's out of their budget or something.
Yeah, Umbridge is not necessarily the place for magic items, but
That's fair. I mean, I've just been traveling around looking for weary adventurers to see if they want to buy anything.
definitely do.
But yeah, if you want me to buy that from you, I mean, I'll definitely give you like 25 gold for it.
Any interesting armor?
Well, we're in the middle of talking about one item. We'll get to you after. Geez, so rude.
25 gold.
It's originally valued at, I believe, 50.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be fine. I feel like that's pretty fair.
Perfect. Here you go. And he like just reaches into his pants and pulls out a small coin purse and just hands you over 25 gold.
All right.
2 platinum, 5 gold. There you go. Now give me that rod. Thank you. Watsi, organize. And the imp just starts filing it. But yes, you said armor, right?
Yep.
I have a fabulous set of armor, actually. Though I don't think it'll be up your alley. I mean, you look like you prefer bigger, bulkier things, right?
Yeah.
I thought so. So this armor instead would be for somebody who's like more slender, you know, more conscientious of staying safe. Its name is Fabulous. It is a set of studded leather, and you speak its command word, and it just appears as whatever you want it to look like.
Wait, like you can change its colors and stuff?
Here, let me show you. He goes over
You can have like an illusion.
Yeah, he goes to the carousel and takes it off and like puts it, like he has to remove his shirt, and it's mostly like it's an open button down shirt that he's just wearing that's very tight fitted to him as well and just a little too short. Has to take it off, put the studded leather on, which is way too bulky for him, but then you watch zoom, shrinks into him, and then he goes Fabulous, spins around in a circle, and he's wearing a long ballroom gown.
How much?
1,000 gold. It's also always protective, just like the leather.
And
In is just like, you're my favorite person right now. Is there oh god, I don't have 1,000 gold. I need 1,000 gold.
Can I try on?
I'm sorry, there's no testing of items before a previous purchase is made. I apologize. I have to protect my merchandise on the road.
Okay, I understand.
Is
Do you? Sorry,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. Oh,
I was just gonna. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, pretty elf boy?
I was just going to ask, just for future reference, do you have any robes, special robes, wands, staffs, crystal balls?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
All right. So,
However,
yes
I don't
to
have them
robes.
on me, unfortunately.
All right. Do you have them somewhere else?
Yes, I keep them elsewhere currently.
Okay. All right.
But I mean, if
Well-
anybody's ever interested in purchasing them, I can go get them. Just items of that value, I don't feel comfortable traveling with, just in case, you know. I mean,
All
if,
right, I
if
understand.
somebody wants to kill me for what I currently have at my disposal, like, I mean, they can have it, I'll move away. But things that expensive, not gonna happen.
All right.
Your TV is really loud, by the way. Yeah, I can barely hear you over it. Sorry.
Me, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry.
You're good. But yes, are you interested in the in Fabulous?
I definitely am. I just do not have the money at this point in time.
So we come back to
you-
the previous question I asked. What is your spending range?
Right now I'm at about 132 gold.
Oh, not very much, huh?
No.
Mud flat boots.
And holds up their. Oh.
They look. Oh, they'll fit you. Don't worry. I mean,
Oh.
yeah, magic just always works. Mud flat boots. They look hideous. However, they are super useful when you need them. He goes over to the side and pulls out 2 sets of like thick, heavy leather boots that have like bits of mud crusted around the feet of them. So when you're wearing these, while you're moving around, you can just decide to slide across the ground pretty easily, and you kind of like disrupt the ground in a way that makes it more difficult for people to walk across that area. They're pretty great.
Interesting.
Pretty great.
Interesting. I'm still holding out in my heart for Fabulous. You
It
don't
is a
happen to take.
fantastic thing.
You don't happen to take payments for something, do you?
I take money. I like money.
Well, I mean, like incremental payments.
You mean like layaway?
Yes.
If you can put a down payment of, I'd say 20%, then I can hold it on for you. However, you have to keep paying in increments, or else I reserve the right to keep all the gold and then sell it to anybody else who wants it.
Oh, I mean that's perfectly fair.
Yeah.
Shit. I can do 43. I can do 130 gold as the.
I would need 250.
Yeah, I know.
I can float you the extra.
You would?
Yeah, I mean, I'm basically just hoarding my gold right now. I don't even know what I'd spend it on.
Well, this is a great thing to spend it on.
And I would pay you back as soon as I had the chance.
I know.
You'd pay for the item first, though. You know, just
Yeah, of
you,
yes,
you don't
of
want to
course.
lose out on the value. So what kind of contract are we thinking of? And he just inflame ignites in his hand, and like a piece of parchment appears with an ink and a quill. So 25% down, incremental payments of a minimum of 10%. And we'll say you have to do an increment every 30 days. Is that fair to you?
That sounds fair to me. So that would be 100 gold at least every 30 days.
Correct.
How do we
No.
find you?
Oh, I actually have a shop over in Deep Yard if you are interested.
If you're in Deep Yard, could I send you bank slips?
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Yes.
This is why every town needs a bank.
I agree.
So I think I have to give 120, right? I'm bad at math. This is Rowan and me speaking.
I have 143 gold. So 107?
Yes, 107 leaves N piss poor. However, that is your 25% down. Fantastic. They take it, they sign the contract, they hand it over to you, Em. You're not
And
used
signs
to...
it.
Okay, then.
I mean, of course, like would read through it first.
All right, roll an investigation. Not bad, 14. I mean, pretty much everything he said is factual. If you miss your payment, he reserves the right to keep everything you've already given him and then sell the item out from underneath you. So just be conscientious of that. It's every 30 days you have to make a payment.
Right. And it's as long as it's postmarked by that day, if I'm mailing it. Would that be fair?
No, it is payment received by that day.
Payment received. Okay.
So.
Right. And signs it. Just
Alrighty.
Dad!
Jesus. So you sign it, and you notice a small little Omega sign appears on your forearm as that happens. As he rolls up his sleeve, and well, the sleeve of the long gown, and you notice the same sign appears next to like 13 other ones. All right, that one's yours. Cool. We're good. Aren't infernal contracts so fun?
That's how we're here, isn't it?
No, we're here because my dad got really drunk.
Can Gable roll for insight? Make sure he trusts this guy after hearing Infernal.
Sure, go for it. He is a very nice, forward, somewhat threatening person, but he threatens you as a matter of fact instead of as a direct confrontation. It's more or less like oh yeah, if you fuck with me, I'll kill you. But you know what? If you don't, I want happy customers type of person.
Ignatius.
Yes.
Do you have anything, that might be of interest to a druid? Like a bad druid?
So I already showed you manacles, so please specify bad.
So, like, bad as in accidentally got my companions high with mushrooms. Not on purpose.
I can give you a round of applause for something like that. That is fantastic.
A rare what?
I can't remember.
A round of applause.
But I bet I had fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What manacles?
Mushroom manacles.
No, it's called manners. It's a ball that like captures people whenever you throw it at them. You only do it once a day, so I already gave the demonstration. It's done.
It's out of our price range, Gabriel. It's 5,000.
Yeah, it's a little expensive, but it's super useful.
Yeah.
But something for a druidess. Is it druid or druidess? I never know.
I respond to either.
All right, that works out. So do I. So. Trying to think, what would he actually have? Excuse me. So, as far as something for a druidess in particular, I'm not sure. However, I do have a couple of more interesting items. Again, they might be a little outside your price range. This one, he pulls out a small onyx-colored statuette of an eagle. I really like this one.
What's it do?
It turns into an eagle.
Can the eagle do anything?
It'll listen to you. And it's pretty fucking big, too.
How big?
So you see the sides of my cart, little bigger.
Like when you say it will listen to me, do you mean I'll like talk to it and it will listen to my day, or it will do what I say?
Both.
The first one's the most important.
And you ride it.
I mean, if you ask it nicely, I'm sure.
Is it a mount?
You could use it for that as well.
Oh my god. How much is it?
This one would run you 1,200 gold. However, I have this one instead. Pulls out like a dog figurine instead.
Beefcake like snorts and whinnies, and I happen to see the dog. Shh, Beefcake, calm down.
It's the same thing, but it turns into a mastiff.
Oh, they're a little drooly.
But they're so cuddly.
How much is that?
Oh, this one's only 500 gold.
Do you have any do you have a mouse statuette?
No, but I do have mice that we feed to the snakes.
What snake?
Oh, I have like 6.
Just for fun?
Protection.
Okay.
Somebody
will the
starts,
mice...
somebody starts messing with the cart when I'm not watching, and whoop, venom, they're dead.
Would the mouse listen to me?
I mean, if you ask, I don't know. I don't know how druids work. I don't know how mice work. I kind of just pick them up by the tails and drop them. Done.
How much could I buy a mouse for?
You seem nice enough. I'll say 5 silver.
Sold. I'll take 1 mouse.
Really? Okay. And you know the going prices for mice, that was an astronomical value for them.
Rowan doesn't understand commerce.
Yes.
Yeah, Anne is just kind of like watching that, like, doesn't know, like, wouldn't necessarily want to, like, undercut the guy because he's been working with us fairly well, but.
Well, what you do is your choice. Do you hand over the 5 silver?
Yep.
All right. He reaches back into the actual bag, or into the cart, and pulls out a large haversack that you see is like moving and shaking around. He goes, "All right, pick out which one you want. Be careful; they do bite."
Okay, I'll just pick the one that looks the least feisty.
Roll insight.
Son of a...
7. You pick the one that looks the least feisty, a simple all-white mouse that's sitting kind of in the corner and the other mice have moved away from.
All right, cool. I love it.
So you pick it up, and as you pick it up, it looks at you with those huge red eyes and just glares at you. You can't help but to feel that you're being judged.
Great. I'll name him Frank.
All right. Frank, sure. So, does anybody else? You put him on your shoulder.
Does he stay?
He starts chewing at your hair.
Fine.
Would you be willing to accept 100 gold now for the loot box and 100 gold later if we're making these deals?
I mean, technically that should work, no problem.
Technically, all right. And then Solaris turns to Rowan and he's like, "Would you be willing to front me 40 gold that I will pay you back?"
Yes.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. So, yes, I will give you my 6 platinum and 40 gold.
Fantastic.
for the loot
Now, when you
box.
pay the other 100, you'll be able to grab from the loot box.
Wait,
All
can,
right.
can I cast guidance on him, Jero, when he tries to pick something good?
When he goes to do that, yes. Right now, he's
Okay.
not doing it.
Okay.
Yeah, you're
Slayers,
putting
let me
it's
know.
layaway. It's still layaway.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw your. Yeah, she did that. I saw. It is what
Actually-
it is.
Baby.
Before he gives him the money, Solaris actually has a second thought, and he thinks about the fact that he might have to wait, and the fact that we're going to Southern Theon, and that he might be able to purchase something there instead and get it immediately. So he kind of just retracts.
Sure. That's fair.
Okay.
That's fair. Yeah. Yeah. He's not giving you guys cheap or free things. He will allow you to,
No,
yeah, lay away, but
for sure.
as because if you don't follow through, he walks away with money. So yeah, just don't even bother turning back on the camera though, just because we'd have to reset everything.
I won't.
All right, cool. So are all of you done here, and I can continue my travels, or were you interested in anything else last minute?
I'm happy.
Good.
Oh, wait. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Do you have any mint?
I do have mints.
How much for a bundle?
A whole bundle? He looks in the back and pulls out a small bag of mints. Like actual mints, not just the leaf, but like little tiny like peppermint and mint little candies.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant like the leaves.
This has the leaf in it, but it's way sweeter and nicer. I give it to customers whenever they want to have a meeting.
Okay, yeah, we'll take it. I'll take like a bag, a dime baggie.
Sure, 1 gold.
Okay.
Perfect. And he hands you a bag with 25 mints.
Okay. Rowan hands it over to N.
Perfect. Well, if that's everything, I hope you all have a...
Wait.
Yeah?
Well, you got anything for a big bad paladin like me? And Gable puts his thumbs in the side of his waistband. Somehow his tunic shirt has fallen open, so it's showing off his chest, and he gives the guy a big smile.
Rowan
Well, we had
slaps
that-
his back and casts guidance.
Okay. Well, we had that sword, but you said that was a little out of your price range. What is your price range?
It's pretty low right now, but I plan on coming into money in the future.
Well, then we can do a layaway system as well. 25% down, 10% payments monthly, or else your right to the item is revoked.
I'll wait until I have the money.
That's fair.
Any javelins or thrown? It's like a thrown item that will come back to you or anything?
Oh no, those things are really rare to find.
Oh, okay. And Gable looks dejected. Still putting on thick.
Well, if you're all done, I hope you all have a fantastic evening. Go back to your little sleeps. I'm gonna keep going.
And Infernal Inn will be like, thank you for being patient with all of us.
Oh, it's no problem. I'm used to poor travelers in Infernal. How do you think I get half the shit I have? I mean, sometimes they just decide, oh, well, I want it more than you, and there's only one of you, and they try killing me, and then a giant fireball appears out of nowhere, and they die.
Right. You would think that they would get it, but anyway, let me get the address to send the banknotes to.
All right. That would be inside of Deep Yard. Just write down the contract itself. I don't have specific streets or anything like that. So.
Okay, so I'll write. I've got the contract, and we'll just pretend we know the address.
Alrighty. Cool. Well, everybody, have a good evening. He takes the card and begins walking once again. Where you see on the back of it, the imp's just sitting there waving its feet and waving goodbye to all of you. Take care!
Gable waves back. As soon as the guy's out of range, Gable just drops the whatever act and turns to in. Really, a salesman in the middle of the night, and how do you find this stuff?
I don't know, but sometimes you need to like not do that thing.
Do what?
That you do.
I was trying to get a discount for you. Did you not want me to do that?
No, let's not do that again, okay? At least just not like that. All right, that was a bit much. I appreciate the thought, but do you ever get the idea that sometimes that could be offensive to somebody?
Offensive?
Yeah.
No. Why wasn't it offensive to you? I mean,
No,
was
not to
trying-
me, but
I was just trying to match his mannerisms, which is
his mannerisms are his mannerisms. And yours should be yours.
okay. Gable's not really understanding, but he just goes back to bed.
Yeah, I think you're just tired. Go to bed, Gabriel.
So, Solaris, you still need about another hour for your trance, so I assume you go back as well. And Rowan... Go ahead.
Yeah, we'll stay up.
All right.
I was just gonna say, and I'll stay up to finish out the watch.
So, you all complete your watch and your rests. Solaris, you wake up by yourself, and you have Thule there to keep watch with you as well. However, only one encounter per night is going to be happening, so don't worry about it. It's a very peaceful, calming evening. I'm not that evil of a DM.
He just kind of casts the unseen servant ritually, and then has him like make up some tea, and he just reads and prepares.
Morning rolls around eventually, and each of you wake up in your own time. Tea already prepared for anybody who drinks it in the morning, I suppose. Solaris, were you also going to make food during your time, or?
Yes.
Okay, then. You're all awake and continuing on your travel. Now, for the next day, it takes until about the fall of the sun in the sky before you enter into a new forest, a very large forest. One that Solaris and Kothar, you two will know a little something about, the Faith Forest. It is enchanted. The woods protective of the denizens who live here.
Shit.
If you do not travel by the blood of an elf, you will lose yourself in there. Or at least that's how the legend goes.
By the
blood of an elf. You need an elf in your party or y'all are lost.
So half elf, I assume, doesn't
That's
count.
lucky.
Half elf is still an elf.
Oh.
A tiefling elf is still an elf.
Cool! I was about to ask.
Yeah. I'm not that much of a dickhead. It's not Fey ancestry. It's just, But anyways, Kothar, you remember the good old days back then. This entire area was fully enveloped by nothing but elves and dryads and other fey-like entities that lived here that enjoyed the territory and lived freely. It was exclusively a territory kept for all of them. And although certain people ended up traveling to the actual forest's den, very few ever left because of how inconvenient it was for an elf having to accompany somebody to leave. Not that they were forced to live here, it was just how it was. However, it is unnaturally protected, or was, and as the stories state nowadays, and as most people seem to follow the superstition, it is what it is. You enter into the woods and you notice the tall willow trees just arching and twisting around themselves, branches being chaotic and stretching across the floor. The bare naked trees themselves, all of the leaves have already fallen and mostly have been destroyed by now as you are walking through the area. It's very lovely, it's very lush, and you start noticing the fauna in the territory, frolicking around and having a very good time. Now, evening comes around at the end of the second day, and around that point, you start seeing the lights in the sky and up further ahead, symbolizing some type of living situation not far from each of you. You decide it's probably best just to push forward a little bit longer instead of sleeping, but an hour outside of town. So you do so. Making it all the way forward, you notice there is a large clearing where the trees have all been ripped out of the centralized location, but it still has an overhanging canopy around the edges of it. Every single building is made purely out of wood. There does not seem to be any stone work or metal work to construct them, and each of them seems to be very old but well crafted, as they would be. You start walking through the outside of this little denizen, and you notice all of these are the homes, and as you walk more centrally, you start smelling the fresh, very bold stench of the sea not very far away from you, and you even begin hearing it as well. You move further past, and some of the one-story buildings start fading into 2 stories, and roads start appearing as well, and sand starts mixing into the dirt itself. Very spattered, but still prevalent. As you are moving through, you do notice that there are guards walking through the area, having a nice evening stroll, as well as couples and urchins and other walks of life, just generally enjoying themselves and having a very lovely evening as they are all walking around.
Race-wise, what are we seeing?
Roll a perception check. Since you want to care about race all of a sudden.
No, I
know.
I'm used to 20.
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
Lots of halflings. Even more humans. And a lot of elves.
Gotcha. I was just wondering if
the predominant race, by your perspective, you would say it's probably 60% elf, 25% human, and 15% halfling. You haven't seen anything else.
Gotcha.
And by elf, that also goes half elf as well. You know, elf.
Yeah. The other question was there a town here if I was ever here before?
You've never been here before.
Okay.
This was outside of your reaches.
Gotcha.
However, you had siblings who came through here.
Mm-hmm.
Other ones who couldn't. There was always a settlement, and there was rumored to be even a large fortress inside of the woods themselves, held up high inside of the canopies and made out of the woods and the trees that kind of just twisted together to form a large structure inside of the forest. Up far enough off the ground that nobody could intervene with it either. However, this appears to just be a general fort or a port town. There's a large dock where you see there are small boats, large fishing boats, and humongous ships, much larger than you've ever seen before in your life, Kothar.
This place is...
And that's why I wanted the mints.
Is it just to help buy the time, or...
And nope, when you're in something that big, you get seasick. A lot easier.
I don't think I've experienced something like that before. I didn't feel it when we were on the lake.
I guess Gable would have never have been on a ship himself.
Oh
This
yeah,
world.
you are far from your familiarity. The only person who's familiar with the area would be Solaris, actually. Being he's the only person who's traveled around this far out.
Wait, so where on the map are we again?
You are now in Faith Forest.
Okay,
That is the name of the actual port town.
we gotcha.
So do we need to find another person like Kanzi then, I'm assuming?
We'll
Let's
need
see.
We need to find someone to acquire a vessel. We need to find a way to get down there. I'm assuming we can't just walk aboard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll need to find
No, I miss.
it don't matter.
Yeah. We'll have to pay, I'm sure.
Is there anybody near any big boats? Any of the big boats? Kira?
There are lots of people near the big boats. Some of them seem to be walking across the dock, keeping watch over it. Some of them seem to be on the sides of the hulls, like scraping off some like thick clusters of random overgrowths on them. And some are even like on top of the boat, walking around, chatting, lively, always boisterous, laughing, slamming drinks down. On a couple of them, you even notice people are like fighting on the bows of the ships, which is very. I mean, why would you do
Is
that?
there anybody with like a ledger? Anybody look like they're like going through notes or
Unfortunately,
checking
not.
items?
You all are well past evening at this point. You traveled even past nighttime just to get here. So at this point
I
in
guess
time,
we can find an inn.
Sounds like a plan. I'll see if anyone's hiring entertainment for the evening.
You said there's guards walking around?
Yeah.
I'm gonna just kind of wave to one of them, try and get one of them to come by.
So you got a weary look from a very young-looking half-elf. The armor seems just a little bit too big for them, so you imagine it's one of those he'll grow into it eventually type of things. With his fully sheathed sword at the side, as he kind of walks up and goes, "Hey, you all must be new to town. What can I do for you?"
Well, we're planning to hire services to travel on one of the boats, but I'm assuming it's too late in the day to do that. But
Well,
we're
I
just
mean-
trying to figure out.
You know, it's fairly expensive trying to get on these vessels, right? They don't just carry simple ferries, and depending on how far you need to go, it gets a lot more expensive as well.
Oh, we have the coin, but
Okay.
there would be a place to stay for the night.
Yeah, we have the Bishop Inn.
The Bishop Inn.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's,
And
Inn's gonna insight check to make sure they're not sending them to some trashy place.
all right, roll your insight. Six. I mean, Bishop sounds like a noble name.
Inn's tired.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. I mean, it's a fairly decent place. You might even find a couple of captains that might be able to situate you on their ship if that's what you're after.
yeah, I mean, maybe we work. I don't know if they do that, work for travel, but
Yeah. You can certainly ask him.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. Do you have a name? If I say we were looking for someone, I could.
Nah, I'm just one of the guards here. You're fine.
Okay. Have a good day, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. He kind of like walks a little bit away, but you notice that he stops after about like 20 or 30 paces and just keeps an eye on your group.
And
At 12.
we'll kind of come back to the front with Solaris. Solaris, would you mind asking if there's an inn?
So we have the Bishop Inn.
Sure. You want me to ask if there's a different inn?
Or just ask for lodgings. I want to. He might be speaking the truth, but just as a precaution.
Okay, so you just want confirmation. I'll just
Yeah,
look for a random citizen.
All right. Roll me a charisma check,
Excuse me.
Solaris.
And charisma. Oof.
All right, you kind of you're having difficulty with your soft-spoken nature to really get anyone's attention at this hour, and eventually you have to settle for someone who's actively vomiting into the water, holding on to one of the large pillars and beams as they're doing so. They're the only person not continuing to walk away after you try talking to them.
Are you alright, friend?
Yeah, I'm fine. The halfling kind of like leans forward and just, yeah, hey.
I use prestidigitation to kind of clean him up a bit.
Can you do that in here?
I can't. Yeah, sure, I can try.
What do you want to make his mouth taste like?
Mint.
Okay. Oh, hey. You're a nice guy, man. He kind of just like slaps you on the ass, which is like him reaching to get up there, and then, all right, that's good, man. And he starts like walking off the dock a little bit. All right.
Oh, ho, hey, friend.
Whoa, hey. Oh, yeah,
I
handsy
just
there, sir. Sorry.
Would you just wait? Never mind. I have a question for you, if you don't mind.
Sure, you're my mint bud.
I'm new to this place, and do you know of any proper lodging for anyone that wants more, like a decent place, classy establishment?
Classy, you're looking for, eh?
Well, classy, or at least just cozy.
If you're looking for cozy, you're looking for the Hidden Pixie. Nice little place. Very, very cozy. Just smiles at you.
Hickly pickly?
The Hidden Pixie.
Oh, okay. The Hidden Pixie. All right.
Yeah. But, be careful. They do charge at the door.
And then, anything else? Anywhere else to stay around here?
Oh, sure. There's the Bishop Inn. It's not terrible. I just came from there. It's pretty cool. They cut me off early.
All right, I can understand why.
There's
well,
also the Wild Sasquatch. Great.
Wild Sasquatch.
Yeah. You got that big red fella. He looks like he'll fuck some people up there, so that'll be good for you.
All right. Okay. So it's
hey,
like
Red Man.
someplace.
Red Man. You. Hey.
Uh-huh.
How good are you at hidden things?
Gabriel looks over and is be careful.
Wi-Fi isn't set up.
Completely fine at it.
Oh, you should go to the Wild Sasquatch and hit things and make money.
Let's go to the Wild Sasquatch.
Yeah. Let me come too. He like walks over and just intermingles with everybody looking around.
Bring our new friend.
Hey. Woo, y'all are nice. I like you're minty and you're red. You're red. There's a lot of red. Oh well. Oh, by the way, name's Mitch. Good to meet you.
Mitch, what do you
Good
do?
evening, Mitch.
Oh, I'm a dock hands.
What?
Yeah. It sucks. It
Oh,
sucks.
Mitch.
I can afford my drinks and my rent, and like once in a while, I can afford to go to the Hidden Pixie.
Wait, what's the Hidden Pixie, Mitch?
Oh, it's a great place. I think they call it what? It has that loud just boom, booms happening.
Club.
Yes, that
I've heard about.
Yeah.
And
pretty great. And they got these like go-go
Gabriel talking about
dancers,
this.
and sometimes they'll let you go up in the cage and dance too, and it's pretty good.
have you been up there before, Mitch?
Oh, I tried, but I couldn't reach it. You know, half.
You should think about getting a ladder for you or something.
Well, I asked for a stepping stool, but then they kicked me out and cut me off again.
Okay.
How unfortunate.
I know. But
I'm
I haven't
torn. I
been
kind of
kicked
want to
out
go
of
to
the
both.
wild. I haven't been kicked out of the Wild Sasquatch yet, so let's go there tonight.
Oh God. I am quite torn after hearing about the Hidden Pixie, though.
Oh, it's great though. You're gonna make me money, Big Red. Big Red
Huh?
Minty. Great.
Wait a second.
You're Big Red. They're Little Red. You're Minty.
I'm going to make you
Well-
money.
Yeah, I'm gonna bet on
Kelthar,
you too.
do you want to fight for money tonight?
Dude, he's fucking huge.
I agree.
I mean, when I went in the pit last time, like I held my own, but no, just points at him.
Doesn't he make it up like to like Kothar's like knee?
I'd say his chin is at the knee, so he's
Okay,
more like
okay.
he's hanging by the dingle, just.
Jesus.
So, so the Hidden Pixie,
Yeah.
it's a party. They charge at the door. There's no way to make money there, like not by dancing or anything.
I mean, they pay their dancers, so no.
Hmm.
They don't like
Okay.
people stepping on their toes. They get really. I tried making a little bit extra money on the side. I got those good hips, but it just didn't go.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I want to see this, Mitch. Let's see these good hips.
Okay. He starts like wiggling. Yeah.
Is it good? Is it
I
good?
mean, for a halfling, sure. For a
I'm just
drunk
picturing
halfling,
What does
yes.
that mean?
I'm picturing like his hands on his hips and he's just
No,
rotating.
like he's holding his arms out and just like, yeah. Just he's fucking trashed. This guy is obliterated right now.
I think our best
Oh,
bet's
that's
on the Wild
amusing.
Sasquatch.
Yeah,
I mean-
let's go there. I got
Yeah,
like
let's go. Come on,
I got an
Kelthar.
extra like 6 copper I can bet on him. Let's go.
I am interested.
Alrighty. So he walks you in. Well, let me rephrase. He stumbles you through town. Mostly like you having to like hold his shoulders to get him back to standing up straight, or like grabbing the back of his shirt to pull him up straight as he's walking in. He brings you over to a very, very loud tavern. You hear the yells and cries of people coming from inside, and the very boisterous, energetic group just like shouting and having a great time. All inside of it. And as you get up to the door, you do notice that the only non-halfling or human or elf in town is the bouncer, an orc. Arms crossed in front of it.
Of course, it's an orc.
Hey, buddy. How you doing? He walks straight up, like, offers a high five, and the orc just, like, stays firm and goes, Who the hell are you?
That's Mitch.
Yeah, he knows me. I'm
Ready
Mitch.
for the night?
I'm Mitch. They're my entourage tonight. Big guy. I'm sponsoring him. Really? You have the sponsor
God.
fee? Oh, totally. Just give me. And he turns around and goes, "Hey, we need the sponsor fee.
What?
How much is it?
5 gold."
Rowan hands it over.
Oh my
He just
god.
takes it and goes over to the guy and like, "Hey, you go, big man!" Like jumping up to put it in his lowered hand.
And do we want to sponsor Gabe too? Gabe, you want in on this?
No, thank you.
Rowan sponsors herself.
Well,
No, Rowan. I'll put the gold in for you.
You can't sponsor
thank you.
yourself. Someone who's not fighting has to sponsor you.
Rowan turns huge eyes to M, like pleading eyes.
I will
Please.
sponsor you if you give me the gold.
Okay, I do the pass off of the gold.
All right, in a walk up. I'm sponsoring Rowan.
All right. What's your fighter name?
Just looks at Rowan.
Lightning.
Big Red.
Sure.
Lightning
That's a good one.
and Big Red. Okay. Takes the gold and opens the door, and immediately as it opens up, you watch as somebody gets lifted off their feet and just suplexed backwards, breaking against the table. And the rest of the crowd is shouting, looking at 2 halflings in a fight right now. And everyone's like, ah! Just shouting and having a great time. The moment you walk in, this place reeks of testosterone. I mean, it fucking reeks of it. You can feel everybody in this place is super energized and ready for all of the fights to be happening. They are having a great time.
After that pass to the doors, Gable leans close to the orc. Are there any healers or skinners in town?
Yeah. Want to go to the, Go over to the Soul Stone in the morning. They open up around dawn.
They're healers, I assume.
Yeah.
Any
Why, you got any diseases we gotta know about? Oh, you're not fighting, you're fine.
Super syphilis.
what about skinners?
We have a bunch of them around town. Probably not open at this hour.
Okay, who's one of the better ones?
You're looking for Glassy. She's a bit older, but, she's perfect with her hands when it comes to proper pelts and materials that you might...
You think she's asleep right now?
I mean, I think she's closed right now. Asleep, I don't know what else to do.
Okay, thank you.
Sure, yeah. Enjoy the show. So, as you're all marching inside, looking at the massive fights and everything else happening, a different halfling who's wearing, like, an absurd amount of jewelry. He has, like, 6 different chain necklaces. Each finger has 1 or 2 different rings on it. He has a nose piercing, earrings on both ears, and lip piercings. Comes sauntering up with full sleeves of tattoos down his right arm only, and jumps on top of a chair and goes, "Welcome to the show, everybody. So, who's the fighters?"
Lightning.
Rowan flexes.
Oh, that's cute. You. You too. You too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Your sponsors are the only people that can come with you. Follow me. He spins and jumps off the chair and starts heading over towards the back curtain.
Jesus Christ.
It is
Mitch.
just like thrilled at no.
Yeah.
Can I just pick Mitch up so he doesn't stumble?
Yeah, like you pick him up and go, "Oh yeah, that's great. I can Big Red coming through. Be scared. He'll kick all your asses."
Just holding him by like his shirt,
Yeah, just holding him
like
up.
a mom dog holding a puppy up.
I mean, you could
Just
reasonably
scruff
wrap
his neck.
your hand around his back and torso, just gripping him like,
Cool.
and he's just like dangling there, like, "Oh, worry, he's gonna kick all your drink," and just reaches across and grabs one. Big red coming through. Beep, beep, bitches.
Jesus Christ.
Im's gonna ask the guy escorting us. Would you hire for music for the night? You know if they would.
He turns and looks at you and goes, I mean, if you want to set up a band or something, as long as your tone sets the mood, you can accept tips. We don't give a fuck.
All right. As soon as everyone gets set up, then I'll start that.
Alrighty. So Gabe, before they do that, do you want to pull them aside and give them the gold?
Sure.
Perfect. How much is it?
Oh, so I have 5 platinum and 187 gold. So the platinum is 10, right?
Yeah.
So I'll give them 100 gold and 4 platinum. If I think that's enough for what I need to do.
To end. I don't understand what you're. I mean, are you trying to place a bet?
No, I want her to hold on to it in case anything happens. I don't want to get.
Okay, I got you. So you're giving it to end for safekeeping.
Yes.
Gotcha.
That's a bad idea.
All
How
right.
much is it?
I think that
100
comes up.
gold and 4 platinum, so 140 gold.
Yep. So, as you're both being, or the 4 of you are being escorted back behind the curtain, you get back there and you see like there's a multitude of different fighters currently like getting hyped up and like starting to talk to their sponsors. Roll a perception check, the 2 of you.
Who's the 2 of you?
The 3 of you.
Lightning.
Yeah, the 3
You
of you.
lightning.
Boom! Lightning rolls. Oh, damn.
12. Holy shit.
And I'm not going to bother rolling for Mitch because he doesn't notice shit.
Okay, and then perception.
Hey! Kothar, there's a good amount of people back here. I mean, all of them kind of look like they're a lot smaller than you, to say the least. So, you know, you got that in your favor. Yeah.
Is there any like setup stuff like paints or anything like that? Like
there is locations for people to paint themselves. However, people are all sitting at those locations currently using them to paint themselves up. And the individual who brought you all back here kind of turns as the other 2 of you, you're still looking at the crowd, evaluating them. He goes, all right, first timers, welcome. That means first round is gonna be with you. People get excited for it. Then we're gonna have fun with it.
Like against each other?
No. I mean, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. But first round is gonna be with one of you 2. Yeah. Tonight we have an easy night. We only have 6 other competitors happening right now. Single elimination. You go down, you get knocked the fuck out. You're out. If you have a problem with it afterwards, my good friend Gary out front's gonna come in here and rip your fucking head off. Got it?
Got it.
All right. Now, try not to kill people. However, if you kill somebody, at least donate a portion of what you win to them. Payout goes to the top 2 fighters, first and second. First place gets 80%, second gets 20%, and that is for all the betting in the room and area. Well, not all of the betting, but all of the buy-ins for all the fighters, with the betting pool being distributed out for 5% to each of you, first and second, based off of who voted, who bet on you. All right.
Cool.
Now, it is illegal for any sponsors or fighters, or it is illegal for any fighters to bet on themselves. So I'm going to turn around for 10 seconds. When I turn back around, I'm going to ask the sponsors if they have any money they want to bet on you. Or anyone else, really. Turns.
I
1.
give 6 platinum to Mitch.
Mitch takes it and goes, 6 silver.
No, Mitch, I believe that's platinum.
Ooh, that's platinum. I've never seen one.
Bet on Big Red.
You bet on Big Red?
I'm. N is going to be slightly irresponsible with Gabriel's money.
Oh no.
Jiro's face.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. Ooh.
Slightly, so it's only going to be 15 gold on Rowan.
Oh, that's not bad. Are you putting any on Big Red?
Yeah, we're gonna do 15 each.
Rowan puts 6 platinum on Big Red.
Oh my god.
Don't let me down, Kothar.
So you hand it over to Mitch, and Mitch goes, "Oh, hey, that's 10 platinum on Big Red." And like he shouts it out loud, and you notice the room turns and looks over at you, Kothar. Immediately target on your back.
He looks at Rowan. Yeah, Big Red.
They're not that stupid. However, N, from looking at the crowd, there's a couple of individuals that seem like they might give Rowan a fight for her money. Fairly sizable looking half-elves, a little like grittier around the face and like large muscular hands on them. One of them is a female with a fully shaven head, no eyebrows, probably as a fear tactic of some kind. However, she has wrappings around her fists that makes her look like, you know, she's probably done this a few times, and you see the definitive knuckles piercing through it.
Okay, I'm going to use a sorcery point.
Yeah.
And do subtle spell and cast Bane on that one.
Do you want to wait until they actually fight to do that? Because you don't know how long it's going to be until the fight.
Oh, that's true. Yes, I'll do that. But
you are literally the only spellcaster who can get the fuck away with this shit. That is okay.
Oh, the sorcerer. That's why I did it.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It is. So, trying to think. Would giving inspiration be visible?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you can do it like whisper before they get out there, but if you do it from the crowd. But while that is happening,
it'll be a whisper going out.
Lightning.
Yeah.
You got a 25. I mean, that one elf chick looks pretty tough. You imagine if you were in a fisticuffs fight with her, it would probably be a little bit in her favor, but you're not terribly scared. You lock eyes with a halfling sitting on the table who's flexing their entire body, bare shirt with like 2 large cutting scars across their chest. Now they're only about 3'5" or so, and they have an elf right in front of them with huge arms just slapping them in the face the entire time as they just take it and take it and take it. And the entire time they've been staring at Kothar. Just nonstop. This little guy's got some fight.
Can I nudge Kothar and point him in that direction?
Kothar, you see a tiny little halfling.
No!
What the hell is wrong with that man?
He's getting slapped around like a little bitch. Like...
Wait, Lightning, should we do that with each other?
Well, can we just high five?
You don't want me to slap you to rally you up?
Mitch raises
Right.
his hand. I'll
Is
take
that
a
what you
high
want?
five. High five me.
High five.
Woo! For you, it's a low 5. All right.
Low five.
So, the other guy goes around and goes, "Good. I'm the proctor of today."
And what are the rules, Proctor?
Oh, it's simple. You're allowed to use your weapons if you allow your enemy to use their weapons, or you can choose to go in fisticuffs. Since you're newbies, it's your call. We don't care. No magic. None. Of any kind.
Jiro, can I ask a DM question?
What?
Is turning into an animal considered magic?
My rage isn't considered magical.
No. You just get angry.
Yeah, just get angry. Yeah.
The only 2 people who could have gotten away with it easily is Gabriel and Kothar. What? But yeah, you're just stuck fighting either with weapons or without. However, armor it's no, nothing metal. You know, if you want to wear something light and breezy, have at it. But
I don't wear any armor.
good for you, man. That's the spirit.
Did he say light and greasy?
Breezy.
Oh, damn it.
Yes, greasy. We need to grease you up before you go out there.
Yeah, can I look around, Jero? Is there any oil anywhere?
There's Vaseline on the table.
There's what?
Vaseline.
Can I get that? Rowan walks over and just starts smearing out all over herself.
Okay, just pull fucking
They're going for the,
smudges
like,
of it everywhere. Just
fusion tactic.
The way of the eel.
Rowan,
right.
while you're doing this, Kothar, you're approached by a red-haired half-elf woman who just saunters over to you, sits against the table, and goes, "First time in the pits, huh?"
Well, yes, I've never been here before. Not the first.
I think I would have noticed
I've been
you.
in. I do stand out.
Always a good thing.
Are you participating?
Of sorts. Mostly just intrigued about you.
Mm-hmm. I'm assuming you are in charge of someone?
I'm in charge of myself.
Oh, you can do that.
No, you can't sponsor yourself.
Oh, are you a sponsor?
No.
Are you... So are you fighting?
Do I look like a fighter to you?
I don't want to assume.
Roll an insight.
18.
She's really skinny and thin. However, she has a defined tone to her muscles, and the dress she's wearing, you notice, has like that cut in the leg that makes her very agile in movement if she needs it. So, looking at that and looking at her knuckles, she's a fighter. Hides it very well, but she's a fighter.
Yeah, clearly. Huh. Never know, someone might be trained well.
Rowan starts twisting the scimitar around, but the Vaseline just, oh shit.
Jesus Christ.
Trying to practice.
Yep.
Have you fought here before?
Once or twice.
Hmm. Do you have a name? A fighting name?
Missy.
Missy.
That's all I go
Are you
by.
fighting tonight?
I am. Curious to see what'll happen. It's been a while since we had someone like you here. I'm curious to find out what'll happen.
Someone like me. Tall?
Yes, tall.
Okay. Just noticed there's a lot of halflings. So
She kind of just like pats you on the shoulder and squeezes your arm. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Son of a bitch. 18.
Nothing happens.
Nope.
Would I have noticed that she was casting something?
You would have noticed if you saw somebody casting a spell right in front of the Kothar, but
Gotcha.
you noticed nothing. But anyways, Solaris, as you are now the only person out there, are you planning on placing any bets? As there's a few different individuals walking around asking for bets on people, advertising the different names. The one is the Try Hard Rex, or T-Rex for short. Another one is Missy Jones, who's being advertised for. The other one is Club Fist, that's being advertised for. And then, of course, Lightning and Big Red.
I will put 1 platinum on Big Red.
Good call. So, take that, and the individual's like, holy shit, this guy's getting a lot of bets on him tonight. Might not be the best odds. All right. So, as you're waiting there, very patiently and getting hyped up, eventually you see the two halflings that were fighting out front being drug in. Both of them beat the piss out of each other and currently being set up inside of some large ice bathtub together as they both lean in and go just high-five each other, having a great time. Then Mitch goes, all right, Get ready. Get ready. All right, you like climbs up onto your lap, Kothar, standing on either thigh. Gonna win. You're big and you're scary. All right, just remember that.
Doesn't always account for. Okay.
Gonna win. And you're big and you're scary.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Say it with me.
Good, you're good hype
gonna
man.
Win. And you're big, scary.
I'm big and I'm scary, and I will fight hard.
You'll win.
I'll win, Mitch.
I put all of my money on you.
You put all of my money on me.
I also put my money. I had 4 copper. That's all I had left.
But yes, you put all of your money on me.
Yeah, that's all I had for the rest of the week.
Okay.
So you're gonna
You'll be
win.
alright, Mitch. Yeah, I need to get ready, Mitch. Let me get ready.
He like flexes towards you. Yeah. And then
I'm gonna
jumps
go
off.
get some paint and paint up.
Alrighty. As you're starting to apply the paint across your face, the individual, the proctor, comes over and goes, "Alrighty. Both of you roll a d20, please. See who's gonna go first."
Okay, so that's /R.
/R d20. Space /R space d20. You got to be at a 17.
What in the F? There's an error with my formula.
R space d20.
Woohoo!
You're going first, Rowan.
Oh shit!
You're unlucky.
But just remember, I'm really lubed up.
Sure. Are you walking
Disadvantage
in with
for
a
grappling.
weapon? I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Disadvantage for grappling.
That's what
Did
he
you
said.
just say you were looped up?
Yeah. Vaseline.
Yep.
That's what he said.
I didn't say it. She did. So.
Yeah, I know.
Before Rowan goes out, In gives her a hug and says, "You got this," and gives her an inspiration.
Okay. So.
All right. So Rowan will take her rusty scimitar and
Ooh, rusty scimitar.
tetanus.
Tetanus attack. Woo. So, we're actually going to use this map because I don't have the random battle map made already, though this is going to be well into next session as well.
And,
So,
can In set up real quick for music and start doing that?
sure. Roll
And
your
play Eye of the
performance.
Tiger.
That's what I was going for. For performance.
Performance.
Ah, shit.
10. You begin playing music, but the crowd is so much louder than you. I mean, this is a way larger crowd than you've ever dealt with in your life. The population in this tavern is about the static population of Umbridge. So it's pretty obnoxious.
Gotcha.
Not literally, but you understand.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Rowan, you start walking out and everybody's cheering and laughing and pointing out at you, and a few people seem to be like chanting, "Thunder, thunder, thunder." Exactly, yep. And the proctor comes walking out, and he has a big megaphone that he holds up, just one of those single tube ones, and shouts out to everybody. "All right, everybody, we got an interesting fight coming tonight. First time appearing in the Thunderdome. We have lightning." Do an intimidation check, Rowan. Or do you want
Okay.
to smile and wave?
You know what? I'll smile and wave.
All right, roll a persuasion.
All right.
14. A few of the crowd's people start erupting and laughing, and like some of them seem to be like judging you for being, nice, but then a few other ones are going, "Oh, that's really nice, good sport. That's very competitive. Good stuff. All right, cool." It's mixed throughout the crowd. And our returning 14 weeks in a row champion to our fight. Missy Jones! And you see that same woman who was flirting with Kothar sauntering out here, looking around and waving, and everybody seems to be very boisterous and energetic while looking at her. And she just smiles, waves, and then she stops and looks at you, just smiling. Let me get her token for you. So, she walks out here and flips her dress to the side, showing some like sporty pants underneath, and noticing that you're holding a scimitar, just reaches back behind the curtain and pulls out two shining blue short swords that she starts twirling around in her hands. Yeah, you got really unlucky going first.
Well, wait. Okay, never mind. Yep.
Keep in mind you are inspired, and you can use that at any point in time. However, the proctor moves aside and goes, "Is this gonna be the night someone finally dethrones Missy Jones? Are you ready?" Points at you, Rowan.
Yep.
Are you ready? Missy just gives you a smile. May the best sports win.
I give an awkward thumbs up.
I need you to roll initiative.
Okay.
Did
Oh,
you
I did.
right that time?
No, you didn't select your token first, but neither did I. I'm going to edit it down to 18, but you still have a 5, so... Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. So, as you're still nodding and fight is declared, immediately, Missy takes 2 big steps back away from you, pulls up her short sword, and throws it directly at you from across the area.
Wait, can I lift my wooden shield? Can I use my shield?
That adds to your AC, but that's all it does.
Okay.
That is going to be a 14 to hit.
What does it add to my AC?
Your shield statically gives you a +2.
Okay.
And 1 second, let me look at your character sheet, because if you have a shield equipped, which I believe you do, correct?
I think so.
One way to find out. All right, your listed AC is 13 with your shield.
Oh, damn
So
it.
that's
Okay,
still gonna
it
hit
hits.
You raise your shield. Wait, but I don't see it on your character sheet. Where is it? Am I just blind?
It's in my equipment.
Oh, it's
It might not
labeled
be
wooden.
equipped.
Yeah.
No, it's there. It's there. You just have a
Okay.
shit dex. Yeah, that's right. So it goes flying. You raise your shield up to try to protect you, but unfortunately smacks against the side of your head. That is going to be... Uh, 9 points of piercing damage. And using that momentum of you being distracted, you kind of like deflect as much of it as you can, but it still like slams heavily against you. And by the time you're rearing down, she's already moved right back up to you with the other one and is going in for a stab right into your stomach. She's very fast. That is going to be a 16 to hit.
Yep. Oh my god, I'm going down.
Alrighty, this time the blade sinks into your side and you suffer an additional 7 points of piercing.
Alright.
Then you watch as she kind of like shifts around you to flip the other short sword up with hers, catching it up in the air, and then takes a very defensive pose in front of you.
Okay. DM question.
Yes.
What does inspiration do?
After you make a d20 roll, you get to add a D6, I believe, still to
yeah.
it. But you have to do that before I declare hit, miss, fail, success, all of that fun jazz.
Okay.
And you can only do it once.
Can I use it on my first attack? Because that might be my only attack.
Roll first to see if you think it'll make a difference.
Got it. Okay. All right. So Rowan just probably staggers around to look at her, and just lunges forward with her rusty scimitar.
All right, roll to hit.
All right.
Do you think a D6 will matter?
I don't know. Will
Okay.
a D6?
Statistically speaking, how quick and agile she is, no. So, yeah, you imagine she's more dexterous than that. Although she's wearing no armor. So, you kind of like lunge forward, and as you do that, she just like steps on your foot, pushing you off balance, and oh shit, okay. Oh, alrighty. You missed, unfortunately. Now it's going to be her turn. An 11 will miss you, though. The first slice downwards towards you misses as you kind of like put your shield between you and it glances off the side, and then immediately after, she hooks the other blade up into your side and cuts deeply for 18 to hit.
Oh, 18 to hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. That'll be another 7 points of slashing damage against you.
That's fine.
Then, looking at you, like, already becoming weakened, she kind of, like, takes one deep bow and then unleashes 2 quick kicks right into your side.
I knew it.
That is
Knew
going
it.
to be a 15 to hit.
Yeah.
That is going to be 8 damage.
Okay.
And no matter what she gets on this next hit, you're going to go down.
All right, I'm done.
So she just whap, whap, boom, boom. And immediately you kind of just fall down to the ground. And there's an immediate hush against the crowd. Now, as you all look onward, Kothar kind of like peering back behind the curtain to Rowan getting rocked by this individual. The rest of the crowd is like, yeah, just cheering and having a great, fantastic time. However, Rowan, it was non-lethal, so you will wake up and you get like lifted to your feet and brought out of the fighting ring. Missy smiles at you. Good fight.
And I'll give you a cure wounds.
Rowan like looks at Anne. Did I win? Did I do it?
You did great, Lightning.
You did wonderfully.
Okay, good.
And you hear from back behind you, well, it would appear that lightning doesn't always have to strike even at all. The rest of the crowd shouts loudly. Alrighty. Missy, you have a round bye. Congratulations. Oh, you feel way better. You can come back in the fight. Next, we have a treat for you. A red dragonborn, hailing from the farthest reaches of the realm, coming here tonight to rock your world. And if you want to start performing again, you can try a second time, though you made a whopping half a shot, not even coin, just half a shot given to you. Someone probably forgot it and left it there.
Yeah, and we'll take it. But then, real quick, before Kothar goes out, and I'll pull him down and be like, "You got it. I believe in you." As another inspiration.
Okay. So, as they are continuing the introduction, we have the behemoth dragon himself, Big Red. And the crowd erupts energetically. As Kothar, oh yeah, that's me. And just head out there. And Mitch is like standing back there going, Big Red's gonna kill all of you fuckers. Everybody's gonna die tonight. Big Red.
I have my axe.
You are bringing a weapon with you?
I'm gonna bring it, but if it's somebody just using fists, I'm not gonna use the axe.
Well, you get to set that precedence, not them.
Oh.
Yeah. Since you are a first comer, you get to set the precedence.
I'll bring it out with me.
Ready? So, you step out holding onto your gigantic axe, and everybody seems to be like looking at you and ooh ah, and roll me a d6, Kothar. See who you're gonna fight.
One.
Alrighty. Rowan, you're now in the back area, off the field. Kothar, you come storming out here in all of your glory as you watch... You rolled a 1, I'm sorry. The same halfling step out from before. I don't even think I have his token. I was expecting him to go up against Missy and then lose, but nope.
Please tell me he's salivating at the mouth. Just
Pretty much, yeah. Here, we'll use this as a placeholder. So, stepping out from behind the curtain is that same halfling just, snarling and just growling at you, and he looks so adorable. He's so innocent looking, with those beady red eyes that are bloodshot, just salivating and growling at you, and, coming up to about your knee height, noticing you having an axe. Noticing you having an axe, he kind of looks around the room and crawls over somebody and takes out their short sword from the crowd, and someone goes, "Hey, what are you?" And they kind of just
Jesus
back up.
Christ.
He turns back to you. And our reigning running up champion, as per usual, Mashed Potato! They let out a loud eruption and roar. And you can hear him screaming over the crowd and flexing his entire body, even louder than N. So, you look at him, he looks at you, he walks directly up in front of you, Kothar.
Oh my gosh.
And it's at this point you realize this guy might be a bit, much. Maybe a little extra, but he still looks drop-kickable, so,
Good.
He walks right up to you, puts the sword in his left hand, reaches up and goes, "Best man." Holds his hand up to you.
I'll put it down to him.
Alrighty. And he just punches
Rage.
you right into the kneecap. Okay. Now, since both of you are trying to get the drop, roll initiative. He was trying to get a sneak attack on you.
Oh, I had a feeling.
Yeah.
I rage when we clasp hands.
Alrighty. So go ahead, roll your dex.
I have advantage. I have advantage because of
Yep.
I think I have it. Wait. No, I don't think I have it yet. Wait. Check. Not yet. Nope.
Not yet.
Nope.
That's a little unfortunate.
Can you add inspiration to initiative?
Yes, you can. But you have to do that
Nah, I'm
before.
good.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm good.
Alrighty. Well, he still beat you, but not by a whole lot. That is going to be
alright.
Mashed Potato with an initiative 8, with both of you getting prepared and you moving to enter into your rage, but just a little bit more quickly, his fist snaps into your kneecap. No sneak attack since you were actually ready for him. However, that's going to be a 16 to hit.
That just hits Macy.
Okay. whack right into your knee, and you go, ah! Give me a con save.
Yeah.
Okay.
18.
You feel the jolting pain of just like hitting your funny bone. It really hurts. But you manage to stave it off, and you only take 5 points of bludgeoning damage. This was before your rage, mind you.
Oh, okay.
And then after that happens, you see that he just like foams more at the mouth and goes, and like you see like you will almost imagine his hair would start shaking if this was an anime, but it's not quite like that. But all the veins in his face and body just bulge outwards as he enters.
Rogue barbarian.
He enters into his frenzied rage.
Rogue barbarian. Okay, it works.
It's a mini owl bear.
And then
I know he's gonna reckless
to
attack.
swing the other fist at you. I didn't.
Oh, it's a
declare
bonus
it.
action to rage. Bonus
Yeah.
action to rage.
Yeah, he
so
used
he can't.
No, he's using his second attack.
He's a second attack.
He's 5th level.
Is he a?
He's just
Rogue.
a barbarian. You think he's a rogue because he's fast.
Sorry, you said sneak attack, so I was confused.
Well, yeah, it's
Sorry.
sneak attack, just sneaky punch you in the kneecap, you know? Like,
Gotcha. Yeah, I was confused.
but he rolled a natural 1 as he jumping up, and you just, oh,
Jesus.
he could not reach your face.
Oh my god.
Now it's your turn.
Anger.
The small
so
fights.
rage.
You
let me mark
use your
that off.
self-conscious tiny rage. Sure.
I'm using my rage. There's the, yep. And I'll swing at him with my great axe, just like back at him.
All right, are you recklessing or not?
No. Oh god, an 8.
Okay. Woof. And he just kind of like ducks underneath where you were golfing at and just missed him. He's so small, he's hard to hit.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yep, that's my turn.
All right, Mashed Potato's turn. He gets 3 attacks now because Frenzied Rage. Yeah, Reckless, he definitely... Okay, yeah, that one's gonna hit you.
Okay.
As he just brings his fist once again and smashes into your kneecap. You feel that same jolt of pain through you, and it makes no sense why this is happening. Give me another con save. Oh, this time you got lucky. 19. You managed to stave it off a second time. However, you do still suffer your 3 points of bludgeoning damage from his fist.
Halved.
Yeah, halved. And then his second
So
attack, 3 to 2, yeah. His second attack is going to be a 15 to hit.
Miss.
Okay, this time he jumps up again, expecting you to like topple over for some reason, and getting really pissed off at himself.
So he's a short sword, yeah. Right.
He's been punching at you because, you know, that's what he do. On his third attack, however, he will crit you.
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Half to 4.
Yep.
Gotcha.
As he just gives up on that last, like, whack, whack, into your knee. Roll me a perception check, Kothar.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
19.
Okay. There's a thorny substance at the end of his knuckles. Wrapped around them. Yeah.
Okay, so he isn't biting, just son of a bitch.
Yeah. He's trying to poison
All right.
you.
Yep.
However, that's the end of Mashed Potato's turn. Your turn, Kothar.
I get advantage on my attack, yeah. Is he reckless?
Yep, you do.
Yeah.
23 hits. Alright, take care, Solaris. Good night.
See you, Solaris. The edge of the axe is gonna glow a bit with like this white hot light.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. 16 points. Alright, the 9 is halved. The 7 is not. So 9 is down to 5, so 13. As you swing the axe down into his side, you see that he kind of like sees the glow of it and goes, and just like takes the 13 right on the head. 42. Yep, Okay, yeah, he takes it. At the end of your turn? Alright, Mashed Potato's turn. He's going to, after getting punched in the head, go, ugh, ugh, and just go for a nut shot this time. Reckless.
Is he reckless? Yep.
Yeah. Natural 19 hits you.
Yep.
He does not crit on 19s yet. 5 points of bludgeoning damage as he just right into it, and you go, give me another con save. Okay.
18.
He hits you right in the nethers, and instead of buckling down like most people would, you're used to fighting against halflings in training.
Yes.
They do this a lot.
Glare.
Second attack is going to be a 19 to hit.
Yep.
All right, 3 points of bludgeoning damage this time as he just looks at your foot and slams into it with that same hand.
Another con save?
Nope, only once per
Okay.
turn. Yep. And a 14 misses you. The third one,
misses.
he like slams into your foot and goes to punch the other one. Instead, you just like lift your foot up. Like, this is a very unconventional fight for you.
This is annoying.
Yes. However, that's going to be on his turn. Your turn.
Great. Swing at him. I'm just bringing it straight down on top of him.
Already.
15.
15.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
18.
18 will hit. You swing the great axe all the way down towards him.
Hearing the
and
music.
Yeah.
Hearing the music.
hearing the drums behind you, and as it's like coming down, you see he raises his hands, wanting to catch it, but you are way fucking bigger and. Oh, that's weak damage on that end. That's going to be 7 plus 5, 12. Yikes.
Yeah.
You cut into him, and you hear him scream outwards.
Into the cleft a little bit.
And just like pushes it out of him, blood squirting everywhere.
Oh god.
His turn. Reckless yet again.
Yep.
Natural 18. 9. Natural 19. So 2 hits against you. The first one,
Yep.
I need a con save.
Advantage
Actually, wait.
from my.
No. No longer. Yeah, he's out of uses. He tried too many times. That's unfortunate for that little fucker. But anyways, first round of damage, 3. Next round of damage, 6. So you take a 3
Total
half
of 9.
to 9 half to 5. So total of 7. Or 6 half to 3. So 3 plus 2 is 5. Total of
Yeah,
5.
okay. So I did it right.
As he just keeps punching at you and like walking around and trying to slam his fist, realizing that you are way too sturdy for him to really,
I'm getting tired of this.
Yeah. You get all these little bees. All the little bees.
Oh my lord.
Your turn.
Would I have noticed that he's pumping something into me?
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's just gonna say, seems to be your sting's going a little soft. Oh no, a 14.
Misses. This time you swing it down, and as it's coming towards his head, he just punches it out of his face.
Jesus Christ.
The most angry little halfling you've ever met.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Alrighty, his turn.
His turn.
This time he's going to attempt to grapple you. Just
Okay.
pouncing up on top and grabbing at you. You both have advantage.
Both have advantage.
Alright, that's not bad. It's a lot-
13.
So, as you kind of just like swing and a miss down at him, he punches it to the side and leaps and like a face hugger grabs onto your head. And everyone's like, what the fuck? As he just starts slamming his forehead into yours as his bonus action. That is going to be a 16 to hit.
Hit.
Another 5 just slams his forehead into yours.
Jesus Christ.
You
This
are
thing.
technically considered grappled by him.
I can still attack him though, right?
Yeah, just at disadvantage, so straight rolls.
Oh, it gives me. I'm gonna reckless then.
It always evens
Oh
out.
yeah. All right, so I'm just gonna attack him.
13.
Oh my lord.
You just miss him, and as he's like twisting against your head.
What is this thing?
Here's go. He's gonna bite your ear.
Okay.
For a 6. You don't have ears.
Nope.
Just,
The hell?
he's then going to like grab your face and like slam his knee into it for a 15.
Miss.
Yep, he does. And then
Just back up. Just gets grazed off the scales.
this time is a 16 to hit as he just like
Yep.
decides to just punch you in the face again. Another 4 points of bludgeoning.
Oh my lord, this thing.
Go Thor.
Yep. Can I attempt to like throw him?
You can attempt to break the grapple, so yes. Then it's another opposed athletics, so advantage again. And you would notice by now he's not terribly
Lord.
strong. He's... No, that's only a 12.
Yes!
Yes, he's like, you grab him and just yeet, throw him over, and he lands outside the crowd, and you're like, what the fuck? However, that was your action. Now it's his turn.
Yeah.
He's going to climb onto a table, and just Superman punch you from across.
Okay.
That's a 17 to hit. It's
Hit.
reckless. It's always going to be reckless from now on, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Another 3 points of bludgeoning. 15 misses. 19 hits.
It's
4 points of bludgeoning. He
Oh
just
my
jumps
God.
across and Superman punches you, and you kind of like stumble backwards for a minute and then just sweep right towards your knees, falling to the ground again. Your turn.
attack.
Yeah.
Make it simple.
Hey,
19.
that hits.
Finally.
That hits.
Hey!
Hey, so that's going to be 13 points of damage on him. You
Yep.
swing
I
your
just
axe
sweep
down.
out.
Yeah, as he's kind of like punching at your knee, you just sweep underneath him, clipping his foot as he leaves, and just
I hate these things.
his turn again. That's a 20 to hit.
Hit.
All right, 3 again.
Oh my god.
He's not as strong. All right, that wasn't a real roll. Okay, that's another 15 misses.
Miss.
Another natural 20. 3, 4, 5, 6. You take 6. Down to 3.
I swear to god, this thing.
It's your turn.
I'm just getting so frustrated.
Oh. You're about to turn into a berserker barbarian. Just 21 hits.
21.
This time you kind of just full force 4 and just slam
Yeah, just-
into him, and his body goes flying back, realizing you have to use your size to your advantage here. Like, this guy, he's not pulling any punches, so that's going to be another 9 against him.
He's fast. Yep, 9.
He is bloodied right now, but he's still standing.
Oh, he's not gonna stop either. I can tell.
No. After you do that, he kind of like moves back and like looks over at the curtain where you notice his sponsor is glaring at him and goes, "Kill." Turns back and goes at you again, reckless. That is another 17 to hit.
Hit.
For another 5 this time. That's better.
So-
That is another 15 to hit.
Miss.
And another 12 to hit. This time he's become far too reckless and is just missing over and over as you start just take big steps back.
Yep.
Your turn.
Drop the axe.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to do 2 punches.
Okay.
This bonus action, yeah?
Bonus action can be a light or finesse. Can't
You
be
can't
a
do-
strength, not a punch. No. I mean, you're
Kind of
also not
attack, dropping
proficient.
the axe then.
Yeah, sure, that's fine. You drop it and then just pick it back up. 11
This.
misses, yeah. Unfortunately, now he's gonna go again. Getting his 3 rounds of attacks. 20 to hit.
Hit.
Alright, 6 damage, down to 3. Double 2s miss you.
Yep.
21 to hit.
Yep.
Yeah.
For another 4, yeah?
While this is going on, just real quick, does Vicious Mockery have like a visible component to it?
People notice you casting magic when you do it, yes. The only way to get around of it is subtle cast, which you can do.
Right. I mean, that's fine. I'm just wondering because like Witchbolt specifically states that like there's something that arches out. So
Yeah.
So there's no hiding that. But
Exactly, yeah.
so
Hey, Jill.
Yeah? 1 second, N, go ahead.
and it's going to yell out, be like, "Oh, come on, give it up! You know it's over!" at the little guy and cast Vicious Mockery.
Alrighty. That is a 16 minus 2. So 14.
14 is my spell save.
Unfortunate. He is successful. Sorry. But hey, he's really bad at wisdom. Rowan, what were you saying?
I was just gonna say, could I manage to subtly in the back cast Speak with Animals and then tell Angry Mouse Frank to go into the halfling's pants and start wreaking havoc?
How long does it take to cast Speak with Animals?
1 action. It says 10 minutes.
Roll sleight of
Well,
hand.
That's the duration.
Yeah, roll sleight of hand.
Okay.
The crowd is fairly distracted, but you still got to get a little lucky here. You say that. All right, so this is the first time you're speaking to the mouse. Sorry, Kothar, we'll get to you. You speak down to it, and it looks up at you. What?
I have a favor to ask of you, sir.
What?
There is a very spastic and aggressive halfling in that rink, and I was hoping that you would climb up his pant leg and just start going insane.
It looks past you at the halfling. Got any cheese?
My friend and the musician does, and we can give it to you afterwards.
Roll persuasion with advantage.
Okay. How do I make the advantage?
Just roll it, and it'll automatically roll twice.
Oh, that's right. I keep reading.
You got it. Scurries down the table and into the ring, and Kothar, you didn't notice it before, but when you threw him back there, he came back with that little rat that just crawls down his shirt.
Oh my god.
All right, I believe last turn was his turn, so Kothar.
I'm starting to get a little nervous, so I'm going to really put my fucking force into the back of this.
Yeah, you are.
25.
Yeah, that hits. Kothar, how do you want to do this?
Oh my god!
Incorporate the rat.
So Kothar's swinging down, seeing the rat, and the guy's probably coming to block, but the rat just like nips at him, causing him to just like, ah,
All right,
just blast him.
as you're swinging down towards him, and he gets ready to like punch it out of the way again, you see the rat just makes it into the pants where the halfling is, and just flinches just enough for. Was that lethal or non-lethal?
That was non-lethal. I'm golf swinging him like the side. Just
you all watch as this tiny, ferocious ball of energy gets slammed and goes flying up to the rafters, slams and falls down to the ground unconscious. And the crowd is shouting, having a great time. You notice there are flowers flying towards you. There's underwear flying towards you from both ends. Everybody's having a fan-fucking-tastic time watching that fight.
Kothar, not feeling a fight in a long time like that, just lets out a very grandiose roar.
All right. And when you do so, you almost have like the breath of fire cascading out of your mouth, and everybody is shouting, having a great time despite the fire hazard in a forest. However,
inside a wooden building,
an all wood building. However,
old dry wood.
After that, the halfling is picked up and drug away. And what was your performance check again?
10.
No, I said roll another one. Was it 10 both times?
Oh no, I didn't hear that. I apologize.
Oh, no problem.
Roll another one. Can I see my tambourine tool proficiency?
It's yes. Metal tambourine. Gotcha. So sure, somehow it sounds badass in the moment, and as you're all doing this, you notice the white rat kind of like crawls past you, Kothar, looks at you, keeps moving.
I don't know whose rat that is.
Yeah, good point. It just crawls and keeps heading directly towards Rowan, with the halfling being drug out of the rain, looking at the blood everywhere from both sides. You limping.
Yeah, we're both bleeding.
Yeah, I think that's where we're going to call it for tonight before we get into the next round of fights.
Jesus Christ.
There's more?
Yeah,
So,
he
more
made it
fights.
he made it to the semifinals.
Woo!
And I guess
We can come back next session to what
Gable's
you're
off
doing,
to-
Gabriel.
okay.
Yeah, we can come back next session to do what you're doing. But everybody who's watching, thank you very much for doing so. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Players, I think y'all enjoyed yourselves, so I mean, hey, there's that.
Yeah.
And
My abs hurt.
I hope you all have great nights. Good night.